Hello and welcome to the VRSpies podcast on the 16th, now the 16th of April 2016. And yes, we have tonight, well, actually before I start, I suppose I'd better have the onerous responsibility of being a bit sad. We've all been very worried recently about Gamehard, our good friend in Norway, and real friend to the VR community, not just us, just really friendly, fantastic guy, puts his heart into his videos, and if you know his channel, you know what I mean. He's very ill at the moment. He's come down with a very, very serious illness, and we're wishing him a very speedy recovery, and obviously our thoughts are with him tonight. So Gamard, this one's for you, and we're drinking one for you, man. Cheers. Anyone else got anything you want to say?
Check your messages, man. Look at your channel.
Yeah, look at your messages.
Look at your messages, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't want to get too down about it, and without being too selfish, we're gonna move on with the podcast, and we'll talk about Gamehard. I reckon actually we should make that a bit of a section while we go through it. Favorite Gamehard moments, and we'll bring up a few of his videos. I think that's like an entire podcast on its own right. Okay, so we have today a very special guest indeed. All our guests are special, of course. I'm not alienating anyone.
No, geez,
this is a more special guest.
All right.
We've got Jordan Galbraith from Giant Cop. Giant Cop being that's most fantastic. That game you really want, Giant Cop. That game, yes, that game. And he is the producer, community manager, just general guy who works at Giant. Yeah, I've done a brilliant job there.
That's actually pretty accurate for production. Actually, I'm just that guy, and yeah.
Okay. Do you want to just explain what the whole thing about Giant Cop is? I'll find a little video in the background while you explain what the game's all about.
Yeah. So Giant Cop, you're a 200-foot tall police officer, and you're the only justice in Micro City, and it's up to you to keep the city safe. And that's about it.
That's cool. I absolutely love. I'm just trying to bring up the screen here. I absolutely love the 1970s styling of this. It just absolutely makes my day. The fact that he says "not on my watch" in the trailer, just that for me was. I bought the game on that only. Well, I didn't buy the game. You gave me a free key. Fair play. But why did you go for the 1970s cop?
So Giant Cop kind of came out of a game jam actually, and they wanted something that kind of matched like a Starsky and Hutch feel, like a cheesy 70s style police cop drama, and they just ran with it. And as you can see, like the art style is great. It's the one in the shift from PC to VR. It's the one thing we kept: the art style and the theme. And
yeah, it does look good. It does look good, to be honest. I've been, I don't know how, but I've not really heard a lot about your game, to be honest, and I do apologise for that. But I'm just browsing through a bit of YouTube, and it looks really good. It does look really good. I do like the style. Did you come across any sort of challenges regarding actually getting the controllers up and working, or have you been working with the Vive for a long time? Is it because it's all new technology? Have you had to cross a lot of new boundaries, new learning? Just to tell us a bit about your experience so far. Please.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think every developer making a game right now for VR is in a desperate struggle trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, right? And that's why you have some pretty short experiences and some pretty safe ones, to be honest, right? Like I'm looking forward to Valkyrie, but sitting down in a cockpit is a pretty safe experience in comparison to moving around in a big city. So we actually debuted Giant Cop as a prototype at EGX last year in Birmingham in 2015, and it was mouse and keyboard. It was a PC game. And while we were there, actually, that's when we made the contact with Valve. They thought Giant Cop looked cool. They said, here, have a Vive. And then we wanted to see if we could make a game for the Vive, and we put Giant Cop in there. We all played it, and as soon as we played it, it just made sense. It just made a lot of sense for the kind of game that we wanted to make. Yeah. As for challenges developing for VR, well, we had to learn, like everyone else, we had to learn how to do everything, right? So basically, the demo I sent you, I don't know if you got a chance to play it actually, but the demo I sent you and the one that we showed off at EGX just last week is just a technical prototype again. It's just the result of us learning how to develop for VR, learning how to design things that make sense in a truly 3D space, how to interact with the world. Like we worked a long time on just picking up a tennis racket or picking up the donut. All of these things that you don't think are going to take a lot of time, all of a sudden take a lot of time. The perspective of the world, where your camera is looking when you're looking, how high up you are, how big the buildings have to be, how big the pedestrians have to be when they're walking up. How do you scale it so when you bring them closer to your face or when you crouch down to get closer to them? Just a ton of challenges. How do you make it difficult? The final event was a head scratcher, because how do you make it difficult when you can literally reach out and grab it? With a controller, you have certain limitations, right? But in this world, and if you want to make it feel right, you have to just be able to reach out and grab. And so how do you make that challenging?
Yeah.
And we're in pre-production right now, actually, and believe me, it's getting a lot harder, believe me.
Well, it's funny you mentioned how do you make that challenging, because I remember Chris, he had went to, I believe it was Bossa Studios, Chris, yeah, when you tried Surgeon Simulator.
Indeed, yeah.
And so, like you said, Surgeon Simulator is quite a clumsy, hard game to play on a PC, but when you were given the Vive and you were able to play it with the motion control, as you said, it was more like surgery, and it was more intuitive, and you were able to play the game the way it should be played instead of it being a clumsy joke kind of game.
But it wasn't, you're absolutely right, it wasn't really a challenge anymore. It was just a fun thing. So what you said, Jordan, about it being, how do you make it challenging? I mean, that's, because I think there's a lot of Vive games out there, you'll forgive me for saying this, where you look at it and you think, wow, that's great, but you're not really saying, wow, that's a great game, because it's usually not such a great game. You're saying, wow, that's great technology, and what a clever use for that technology. And Giant Cop, may fall into that bracket, but I'm very hopeful that there's a great gameplay behind that, and I'm really looking forward to trying it. Unfortunately, not a single one of the VRSpies has got a Vive yet.
No,
with the exception of Nathy, who...
A lot of them have ordered, though. They are coming.
On the subject of Nathy, I do know he's played Giant Cop, and he spoke to me about he spoke to me about his experience, and he said he really enjoyed it, and he thought it was a fantastic use of the Vive. So
that's good.
I'm looking forward to trying it myself.
That's praise indeed, because Nathy, I think he's quite easily bored of some of the stuff he's been playing with from what he's been telling me. So the fact he's enjoying Giant Cop is a good sign, I think.
Well, I love Nathy. I love his videos. Those videos are great. He's probably one of my favorite VR YouTubers right now.
Let's see, at least 8th favorite, right? Yeah.
See, one of the things I've noticed as well when you were speaking about sort of stuff on the Vive at the moment, people, like some of the games that are coming out just now, I think like Giant Cop, it's a nice experience to get people into VR. And it's not too crazy. There's not too much going on, so it's going to break people in nice and easy, like you're saying about the cockpit with Valkyrie. I mean, I've played Valkyrie myself, and I've played quite a lot of cockpit games in VR, like Elite Dangerous, DCS World, and although cockpit games you're seated, something like Valkyrie is very, very fast paced, and I think something like that, although you're cockpit based, actually could throw people for their first experience.
A little too intense, right?
Yeah, whereas something nice and relaxed where you're chilled out, you're looking over the top of a landscape, a cityscape, and you're interacting with the public and arresting people. It's not too crazy.
You're in control of your body, man.
Yeah.
If you're in control of your own body,
a cityscape,
nausea, because it's your own fucking movements, do you know what I mean? So it just makes more sense.
To be honest, this is what we need for VR to work, for people to come in and be able to enjoy their experiences and not be put off by it, They're having a nice, relaxed time when they come in, and
Yeah, and to your point, actually, the first 2 days that we were at EGX Res last week, it was Thursday, Friday, so it was a little slower than it would be on a weekend. And we had the time to explain everything, and we told everybody about the blue grid, and if you see that blue grid, don't punch outside because you're going to hit someone in line, or you're going to punch a pole, or you're going to hurt yourself. Here's how the controls work. The thumb pad extends your hand. The trigger grips. We explained everything to people who were new to the Vive, and the third day was so busy we didn't really have time to do that, and so we were just trying to get people on and get people off so we could have as many people see it as possible. We only had one Vive there, unfortunately, so we were pretty limited, but it didn't seem to matter because people got in there, and once they got over that initial like if they were first timers and they got over that initial like, whoa, I'm in like this new space. They got over that sense of presence that you get that first time you put on a Vive. They just got it, and they didn't need it. They didn't need any help. They didn't need any prodding to like walk around. Really, it was kind of incredible. Yeah.
And it's really good. I've got a couple of questions actually, because I am really interested to know about like locomotion in the Vive. A lot of the stuff I've seen so far has always been like, moving teleportation, and how have you handled locomotion in Giant Cop?
So we want players to walk around, to have to walk around as much as possible, but we also want to create a big open city. The demo is actually a pretty small space in comparison to what we have planned and what we're prototyping right now. So there definitely is going to be an element of blink. If you've played mini games on the Vive, you see blink over and over again, so there's obviously something to that. Developers right now at least feel like that's probably the best way to move long distances. And you can tweak it and you can do different things. Like Budget Cuts does a really, really interesting thing with their game, right? They made it a mechanic. The limited movement is a mechanic in that game. But we want to kind of impress people with that sense of scale of the city, because right now a lot of VR development is developed in cockpits or in rooms. So you have very cool experiences like Sisters, which scared the shit out of me, but it's developed in a room, right? So you don't need that long. You don't need that long distance movement.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to be an element. But again, it's really hard. We were prototyping movement this week actually, and we killed a week on it, just trying to figure out what was the best movement style. We had roughly 2 camps in the office, and we kind of went back and forth, and like I was leading one, and our studio head Ryan, who was at EGX as well, he was leading the other, and we ended up prototyping 5 different movement styles, and then we put it through UX, and then we kind of decided on one, but we're gonna have to fine tune it a little bit. So, yeah.
Talking of movement styles, one thing that I'd love to see with the Vive that at the moment we haven't seen is basically use of the left trackpad for movement. Now, a lot of people are saying, we need comfort mode, and I do agree, we do need comfort mode, but we also need to have the option of not having comfort mode, which we don't seem to be seeing in the Vive at the moment. I was watching a video of Budget Cuts, and the game looks great, but I'm an old school VR user, as all of us. I come from DK1. Yeah, we've all come from DK1, and we've used the left thumbstick on the joypad, and we've got used to it. And to be honest, I think there should be an option there where I can use my left. Say I was playing something like Budget Cuts, where I'm in corridors and rooms, where I can use my left trackpad and walk forward, press a button, open a door, walk through the door, step into, say, an office, and you've got your table and your drawers or whatever, and then the room scale takes over because I let go of the trackpad. I walk around in the room scale, in the office. I check out the office, open the drawers, check out the table. I want to leave the room. I go back to my trackpad.
So what I understand is you want kind of like a slow movement, kind of slow treadmill. The world kind of moves underneath your feet while you go forward. Yeah. Now I do have to ask, when you got used to using the joypad, were those mostly seated experiences or were those standing experiences?
Well, but see, this is another thing. I know where you're going here, because one of the biggest things with balance is the horizon, or anything that's horizontal. So if you take that away from you, if you put on a headset, you can no longer see real world horizontals. I understand that when you start moving forward and you're standing, once those horizontals in the real world are gone, your balance is shot. So it's a difficult thing to deal with when you're standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
For sure. So what we're trying to do with movement is allow you to move around the city in the best way possible, because the city is going to be, I'm sure you've all seen the demo footage if you haven't played it, but the city is going to be quite a lot bigger than what we have in that demo. And we also didn't want to punish anyone who had a really small space or had to use standing mode, right? Because that's going to be most of us. Most of us are going to be relegated to a small space. And we didn't want to punish anyone for that.
Mm-hmm.
So the key is to try and accommodate both room scale movement, which is a huge hook, especially with the Vive,
Mm-hmm.
but also not penalize people who don't have that much room to scale in, right?
Yep.
So, and that comes down to a design thing too, right? Because, yeah, you can move longer distances with the blink, but if quests and missions are designed in such a way, or like the world is interesting enough, you're going to want to bend and move around anyway, right? So in budget cuts, you zoom to a location and then you walk around in that location. You open drawers, you know, you like fiddle with the computer, you mess around with the robots, whatever else you're doing. So it's definitely it's a hard mix if you want to make anything that's not just a room, right? And there are people doing interesting things. I can't remember the name of the game, but basically it's like redirected movement. You're always basically just going in a square. That's your room, but it tricks you into thinking you're like going forward, but it's like room to room to room. I can't remember the game, but so it's so new. There's like a lot to figure out, right? And a lot of people are going to get sick along the way, probably. But yeah.
We got a question actually in the chat here from Nathy, who's watching.
Nathy.
Nathy edits his videos way into the night and has us on in the background.
Hard worker.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. Are you planning to do any different maps on the game, like a town in the snow, or maybe a town by the sea with a tsunami coming at you? So there you go.
Buddy, we got plans. So yeah, we don't really have anything to talk too much about yet. Like I said, we're in pre-production. We just figured out movement. But to his point about like different maps, we want to make an open city, a city that makes sense, right? And obviously there's technical limitations. But yeah, there's gonna be diversity in the city for sure.
Okay, that's great.
Excellent.
May I ask then? I sort of alluded to it earlier. So why fixate on the whole 1970s style? Who's obsessed with 70s cop shows then?
Just kind of the design team. We just kind of picked it and ran with it. We thought it was a good time, cops and mustaches and big aviator glasses, right? So we picked the time, and then we made the art style. And we really like the art style. The art style is it's a winner, right? It's always been my favorite part of the game. Still is my favorite part of the game, even though it's on VR.
Yeah, that's great.
VR is very cool, but I do love the art style. The whole team loves the art style. So, and the art style actually helps with the technical limitations, right? So it'd be very hard to make a photorealistic world.
It would be, yeah.
Does Giant Cop have a backstory, like, you know, caught in a nuclear explosion or something? How did he become Giant?
We're not. See, Giant Cop is boring, so we're not going to tell you anything about Giant Cop. Giant Cop's life as a giant, it was very typical, so it's not really worth mentioning. So we're just he gets interesting when he joins the police force.
Okay, I see. Okay.
But I do have a question. Do you think it's possible that somebody's going to hack it in CD1 soon? Use Hydra controllers? Because I've heard of the Hydra hack for the motion controllers for the Vive.
Ooh.
Amazing.
No, yeah, that's a good subject actually.
I actually don't. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't really talk about that shit, man.
I can't believe you asked that.
You put pressure on people, man. Fucking hell, chill.
I know some of it's a hard question. Dude. Oh.
You've got some NBA shit going on. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
You can talk to our technical lead. I'll get him on next week.
Fair play. I do think
those technical guys are always breaking NDAs. Yeah. We break at least 2 per episode, guys.
I do think the Razor Hydra implementation, you know, if they can get that shit going legally, illegally, I'd be down to try it. You know, I'd be down to try it. But as a developer, I can understand you can't talk about that, so that's fair enough. Do you know what I mean? But I'd be open to that shit, and it sounds exciting. As a Razor Hydra owner, I'm all over that shit. Do you know what I mean?
So
Definitely.
we got at least 2 Vives coming before the end of the month. So I can absolutely guarantee you, probably one of the first games I play will be Giant Cob.
Yeah,
I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
wicked.
it's a long
For
way away
sure.
for me. May it's May, so at any point in May, it probably means the last day in May. I don't know, and I'm still waiting for my CV1 as well. And I'm really finding it hard now. I'm finding it hard. I was alright with it, but now I'm not. Everyone else has got people getting the headsets. And I'm not alright with it now. You know?
Mate, I'm in the same.
Should have come out. Should have
So
come
not,
out.
not everybody has their headset right now. Not everyone has it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, fair enough.
I couldn't hear you, Wayne. I was polishing my Rift.
You bastard.
I'm such a cock. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a fucking peasant. You know what I mean? I still love it. Still love it. But, back in Peasantsville. No, I'm only joking. I know I'm very lucky to even have a DK2, to be honest. But, I am super excited and looking forward to it. And I'm very happy for you, mate. And I know that it's going to be awesome. So, fair play to you. And
Awesome. Thank you
I'm
guys.
happy.
Thank you guys. Yeah, we're really excited. Everyone's really excited by it, so we're really excited. And it was a great turnout last week. It's too bad none of you could come down. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you in Birmingham in September.
Oh, are you going back to EGX? Are you?
That's the plan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
we might
interesting.
make a visit there actually.
That's probably
that might
about
be
an
quite
hour
fun.
in the car. Hour in the car, maybe. That's not too bad. Yeah, I
That's
reckon.
not too bad. Yeah.
Good man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
might be, that should be quite fun. And I've got to say, Jordan, in all seriousness, I know you're the community manager and you get this kind of feedback anyway. But people they're getting ape shit for Giant Cop. They love that. So I mean, honestly, I don't think you're going to have any problem with viral upload on videos and stuff like that.
Honestly, it's been so cool. It's so cool to hear in line people talking like, oh yeah, you're like the buzz of the show. Like we heard our friends talking about you, saw it on Twitter. The Eurogamer guys, the Eurogamer podcast that went up with Chris Pratt. I was so busy I didn't even have time to watch that, so I kind of just gave it a quick retweet. And then hearing in line the next day, like, oh, we went to the Eurogamer talk, and he said that if there was one game to play on the VR, like on a VR system on the Vive, it was Giant Cop, and it's just awesome to hear. We're a small studio from St. John's, Newfoundland, so it's wicked that this is getting so much traction. We're like we're really excited. It's so exciting that the demo, our tech demo, is getting so much traction. So we're really pumped and really excited to show you guys like what the full game is going to be.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, it's a change in gaming. It's a complete new way of playing games. I can't wait till my Vive comes. I really can't.
Absolutely.
I'm getting getting to the point where
It'll come. There you won't.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited that they're shipping, man. But like, I'm like a kid waiting. It's Christmas Eve, but it's
5 years old.
It's Groundhog Day, Christmas Eve. Do you know what I mean?
It's so cool. Like when was the last time you were that excited by something?
I know, it's awesome. It's so cool. And when it gets there, it's here, and the hype calms down a bit. So I'm in the sort of like twilight of hype. I'm overhyped. You know what I mean?
You know what?
It's not healthy.
I actually thought about that question the other day. When was I last this excited about technology? Because I never get hyped about anything. I'm not bothered about iPhones. I didn't give a crap about any of that stuff. And I've never been on board with that stuff. I remember the exact bit of technology that I was excited about, and it was an Amiga 500. I went mental for Amiga 500. Yeah, my mum bought me one, and it was for my birthday. And I just was so excited. And basically, I felt like that about the Rift and the Vive. It was that kind of feeling of like, Jesus Christ, I want this now.
What age were you when you had your Amiga? I had the Atari ST.
Old bastards.
Yeah, man, I had the Atari ST. My friends all had Amigas.
That one.
11? I guess 11 or 12?
Yeah, man, that must be about right.
Yeah, so you're the same age as me, right? We're old, aren't we?
Atari, Amiga.
Sorry, ST.
Oh,
no, that was the other side.
Man, the days.
Was that like tape deck or floppy disk, man?
No, that was 5.5. That was 5.5 inch, wasn't it?
No, 3.5.
3.5s, yeah. The BBC was
3.5 inch.
the
Pretty
BBC was
brutal.
5.5 inch.
3.5 inches, Greg, yeah?
Yeah, but
Yeah, man.
it's the girth that counts. It's not
Yeah, man. Give it a slap though, it gets bigger.
Jesus Christ. I've actually got my Amiga, and I found it in my attic. It's over in the box over there. I'll have to whip it out, the Amiga. And,
Whip out your 3.5, mate. Go for it.
Don't whip it out, Mike. No.
Hey, Caleb, you fixed your sound. We can hear you now. And that
Yeah,
is
man.
an awesome. Let's have a look at that backdrop. Look what he's done.
Yeah, that is
Oh, the
beautiful.
giant cop, man.
I'm playing Giant Cop in the Rift right now. You said it couldn't be done.
Man, we have to.
Oh yeah. What's he doing? What's he doing in Giant Cop? Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're so clever. It annoys me.
That's pretty clever.
You should have changed the touches for Hydras though, man. That would have been cool.
I don't even know how he's doing that.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Intense, guys. This game's intense. Game's intense. Okay. I'm gonna go to the police station. I'm going to the police station. Okay. I'm going to the police station. Bye, guys. Bye.
So all I'll say, Jordan, is thank you so much for joining, and you're very welcome to stay and chat shit and watch us get more and more drunk and more rowdy.
Awesome.
Or you
I
can
have
go.
to pick up my fiance. I have to go pick her up from work, you see. But I would actually love to come back and talk to you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. This was a lot of fun. And yeah,
Can't wait to play your game. Cannot wait to play your game. I actually haven't said anything really, but I've been looking forward to it. I knew all about it. I'm just excited that you're on here so that we can at least say, hey, we knew you. So
Come back when you're a millionaire.
That's an awesome experience for me. So I don't know. It's cool to be a rock star. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I'll speak to you later. Take care.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, talk to you later.
Bye.
Well, wasn't that nice? What a nice man.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice man.
He seemed down to earth.
And he was Scottish ancestry, so you know, I can't hold that against him, but he seemed all right anyway.
he did.
So,
I was drinking my soda. So that's my
You've
mouth
been
opening.
drinking more than soda,
That's my
Caleb.
mouth opening. Ah. What were you
Right.
trying to say there?
I'll tell you what.
Do you want to check the question feed, man? I'm
Yeah,
interested.
yeah, that's a good question, man. They're just arguing about who hasn't and who has got rifts and things.
Right.
Well, in the comments.
Yeah, it's just a massive,
You bunch of
Massive
nobbins.
yeah.
Questions. We need questions.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need some questions, man.
Goodness sake, guys.
We
Darren
need
wants
to argument for Reddit, yeah. Fucking, if you argue, go to Reddit. I'm only joking. Stay here. Really.
Right, let's get this chat.
Yeah, so as you're supposed to do on these kind of shows, you're supposed to announce as you go what that was. That was Jordan Galbraith, sorry, and he's the producer from Giant Cop, and it was very nice for him to join tonight. And earlier we did a shout out to our good friend Gamehard, who's not well tonight, and I think we need to bring in some amusing videos. Actually, in my mind, I actually know what's my favourite video of Gamehard, so I'm going to dig that up and put it up in a minute.
You know
It's
what my
just the
favourite
best
video
one.
of GameHard was? This
Go
was
on.
a video that never went live, mate.
Is it a private one? Have you got a
How would
Name
we know that?
video,
How
huh?
would we know which video then?
It never went live, man. Me and GameHard recorded this, and it never went live. It was a video where we were doing a Assetto Corsa, and I can't remember. I think we were in Formula Cars, man. And we'd done. What did we call it? It was like a sort of piss take, Top Gear, Drop Gear. It was called Drop Gear. We were going to do a series of Drop Gear. We'd done the first episode, second episode. Jumps in, I was all serious, ready to go in my Formula 1 car, and GameHard was pissed as a motherfucker. To the point he couldn't drive the car, and he was slamming off every single barrier in the game. And I was raging. I was fucking fuming at the time. You know, I was really fucking raging. But looking back on it, man, it was funny as fuck. Like the daft cunt. You know? But he is, though. It sums him up, you know.
Yeah. That's Gamard.
Yeah, man.
Someone here asking for a VRSpies t-shirt. We're working on that stuff.
Yeah, let's work on some of that shit.
Yeah,
We will actually be bringing you toilet roll very soon.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
yeah,
I was
cool.
going to say, I have a VRSpies t-shirt, and I just took a black marker, and I just put VRSpies, and I wrote it all over the front of it, and then
signed T-shirt.
then the cops picked-
You should get that shit on eBay.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa, that was weird.
I think like going back to GameHard, man. Like I think that a lot of his videos were really like happy, really like inspirational, motivational. But then some of them was so fucking real as well, man. I remember one of them. There was like it was sort of like a night and day cycle with an island, and it was sort of side by side image, and he was just being open and honest, and that was one of the first videos that I actually like went all the way through, and at the end of that, I was just like fucking whoa, really, really just opened up and pulled his hat out, man, and it was the real GameHard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what we like about him because
so open and honest, man.
Yeah, as tough a guy as he's got his heart on his sleeve, and
definitely.
I have a lot of respect for people that just are honest about how they feel and their emotions and stuff. Some people see that as like a form of, I don't know, like a kind of weakness. And
No, it's not.
I completely disagree. I think it's an absolute strength. People who can talk openly, they are the strong ones, and the people that build up the walls, they are the weak ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, trusted, honest. Do you know what I mean? If someone who wears the hat on their sleeve, you know what they're thinking. There's no fucking games.
No.
It's just real. Do you know what I mean? That's why I hate bullshit, man. I hate bullshit. I hate pretending. I hate not being able to speak my mind. I think you should be able to say whatever you fucking want, as long as you say it in a way, if you're at work and that, don't swear, but still speak your mind.
There are limits.
Speak your mind, but don't swear, and that's fine. Do you know what I mean? So I think be true to yourself, man, and fucking GameHard is that,
Yeah.
So fair play, man.
Dude's like a fucking brother to me, you know what I mean? I speak to GameHard on a daily basis, if not daily, every couple of days, you know what I mean? And it's been that way for a year and a half now. I've only known the dude for a year and a half. I've never met him, but he's like fucking family, you know what I mean? As are fucking you guys.
It's crazy, really.
And it's fucking tough when you hear news like that about someone that you hold fucking close to you, you know? It's fucking tough.
Yeah, it is. It's gutting, man. It really gutting. I'm trying to find this goddamn video because it's hilarious, and I just wanted to show it.
My favorite video game hard is when I played Minecraft with him, and I stole his chickens, and then he tried to sabotage me, and he stole Wayne's diamonds, and didn't tell anybody about it up until like a week ago. It was amazing.
He had this bit of wheat, and he was going, ha ha ha, I'm the chicken master. And like, he was underneath his shit, digging in his garden, poking your head out in his garden and that. Like, and he's like, where the fuck's happening to my fucking crops? But you're underneath fucking digging. It was fucking funny.
I'm so glad that we captured that on just a recording, even if it's not 360 capture. That 2D recording is going to be great to just look back on. So.
Yeah. Before we dwell on this too long, I know it's nice to talk about GameHard, and we don't want to get bogged down with this and turn it into a depressing thing. Caleb just mentioned GameHard and Minecraft there. Have any of you guys checked out the 1.3 support for Minecraft? Because I just did.
I've downloaded it.
Mate, it's you guys know Minecraft's not my shit, but because it was something new, I downloaded it and checked it out, and it's fantastic, the support if you're into Minecraft. Myself, not my thing, but if anyone's into Minecraft, it works absolutely blindingly well.
Caleb, man, what version's the server up on, man? Because I know this one's.
I was about to say it bothers me.
1.7.1 or something.
The server is 1.8.1, and if you go back to 1.7.9 or whatever, you lose a lot of things. So I mean, we can play our server on the old one, but we lost. Like there's no fences. There's not as many fences, I guess.
Yeah.
I think the new one's 1.7.10.
Yeah, I know it's just a 1.7 something or other.
1.7.10, I think.
But the new Minecraft's 1.9, so we really need to have it upgrade to the 1.9 for everybody to be happy.
What even's on 1.9, man? Like, what's the new shit? I mean, I'm a bit rubbish, really. You know what I mean? I don't really know.
It's 1.9 because you can get wingsuits in the newest one.
That's what I'm saying, like wingsuits, yeah? Like, what other stuff are we missing out on?
That's pretty much all I realized in our server we do have little teleportation ender pearls, so we can throw those around. I don't know. I'll tell you right now, anybody that hasn't played Minecraft in VR and has played Minecraft on a 2D screen, it's a whole different game. I played Minecraft in 2D, didn't care about it. Actually went to a few different places and saw little kids playing it. Thought, oh, what a fun little kid game, And then I played it in VR for the first time, and when that happened, I mean. everything changed. I mean, and it became a game that I wanted to play all the time. It took up too much of my time. But the nice thing is, I think what really made me gravitate to it was because you guys were playing it with me, or at least a couple of you guys, and you would jump in, and you guys had your own houses. So even if you weren't there, I could jump into this world that I felt like was our world, and I could kind of go over to my spot and work on things. And
it's
I
glorious.
I go look at your house and see what you worked on when I wasn't there, and that kind of a feeling was just great. And what made it unlike other games, what's different about that from AltSpace or any of those other places, or even just any kind of a social place you go to. Well, in Minecraft, you can build anything, you can make what you want. So as opposed to just walking into a room that looks a certain way, I created everything, and so did
man.
you.
I was pretty proud of some of them buildings as well, man. I was pretty proud of them.
Man, you guys spent a lot of time in there and did a lot of work,
I had a community chicken cooker and a steakhouse, and oh man.
Yeah, you had some crazy next level shit, man.
One of the things that's quite cool about Minecraft, and I think there's another one. I know there's another one for the Vive, and it uses the motion controls. I think I might be wrong. It might be Vivecraft, but one of the cool things about that is Oculus have said that they are bringing official Minecraft to the Rift. And
so that will be up to date, yeah.
Yeah, but from what I gather, it's going to be equivalent to like the Xbox experience of Minecraft, so it won't be the full PC experience.
It's not good enough.
But with this mod, that you can get the 1.3 runtime to work, you can have the full PC Minecraft experience in the Rift anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt real quick. I don't know if you guys are looking at chat, but GameHard, brother, I'm glad that you're watching the stream right now. You should jump in here if you get a chance to, brother.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you from jumping in here right now, and you're right. This is the family you can jump to, and this is a place where you can come and just kind of feel good and talk about whatever you need to talk about. So jump in here, man, if you can. We've got the link in Skype.
Definitely.
Please get in here right now, brother.
Yeah, at the same time, if you're not feeling it, then chill.
We understand. We understand.
If you've got 5 minutes, though, dude, feel free.
Yeah. I'm going to ping the link directly to your Skype, GameHard, if you do want to jump in.
Absolutely. Abso-frickin-tootly-lootly. I actually, I don't know if you got it. I tried to call Norway earlier, and whoa, what was happening? I tried to call Norway, and I got some language on the phone. It was all gobbledygook talking to me, so I don't know. It must have been his country.
Did they talk about fish a lot?
Yeah, it was like baka fish. Baka.
Yeah, you definitely hit Norway, mate.
Yep. I thought so.
Just to confirm, are you actually in FaceRig right now?
What?
No, he's doing this some clever bastard way.
Yeah, you fucking clever
Nobody
bastard.
knows, man. Nobody knows.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is my favourite GameHard video. Is the one where he's talking about Pillowland.
Yeah.
Maybe laugh all the way through. The guy's like,
mate, he's fucking mad genius,
You need touch for that, man. Get touch enabled. Get fucking.
This stuff doesn't work in 1.3, and I've tried. Believe me.
Well, thing is, I'm looking kind of half excited, half fearing touch controls when that sort of shit goes live, man. Fucking, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Like getting triple X and that with the fucking touch controls.
Man,
do you know what I mean?
On the subject of that.
Okay.
No one else needs to talk. If you're worried about your job or whatever, no one else needs to mention this. I'm gonna have a quick dive in. Recently, in the past few days, I thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna have a look at this VR porn shit because it come up on a website, and I thought, you know what, I haven't checked it out yet. I've been doing VR for 3 years now since
in the name of
DK1,
science,
and I'd never fucking looked at this crap. So I was like, you know what, let's have a look. Basically, my opinion is if you're not a wanker, you're a liar. So why not? I jump in, I have a look at this stuff, and I was suitably impressed, even in the DK2. It was 180 degree with full head tracking, and sitting in my seat at my PC, there was a life-size person in front of me bobbing up and down, and I looked around, and it was convincing enough, apart from obviously the screen door. And
what was his name?
John.
How big was his winky?
It was about a 3.5-inch floppy
You didn't
drive.
confirm the sex, so we
It was
jumped
about
to
a
conclusions.
3.5-inch floppy drive. But no, but I was having a look about, and it was quite fucking cool. You know, it was convincing, and I was like, you know what? When we get the consumer
Haptic.
VR out, no, when the consumer VR goes out, this is going to be a big thing because that industry, regardless of whether you like it or you don't, it's one of the biggest media industries in the world. And what they're doing early on, I mean, this was running on Oculus Runtime 1.3.
Really?
Yeah, it was a website. It's a legitimate website, and they're running on Oculus 1.3. And they're in their early doors. They've got the runtime early doors, and they're doing things correctly. It's interesting, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like a pervert, but
To be honest, man, like I'm happy to to say I don't mind watching adult shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm down for that. Like I think why not? Do you know what I mean? It's why not? And one of the things that I'm not too keen about is the fact that when I've got my fucking headset on, I can't see shit. Do you know what I mean? For all I know, Mrs. could walk in, put a cup of coffee down, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know. Anything could be going on. I could be getting 20-man bukakid, and I wouldn't have to know. Do you know what I mean? Fuck knows, man. Do you know what I mean? Fuck knows. Like that's the element which brings fear to my heart. The unknown of what's on the outside while you're in.
I don't know about what goes on in your house, Wayne, but there's no danger I'm getting 20-man bukkake in mine.
Oh, yeah, of course, man. You know, there's no chance that's ever going down either down these ends. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it could be. It could
for
be.
all you know.
For all you know, they've come in.
I picked up an interesting Japanese video the other day.
Yeah. Like Greg wouldn't even know. He's in there, and it's already happened. He's gone. He took his head off, but they're out the window and shut the door.
Dripping.
It did happen.
You're just dripping.
Anyway, yeah, I think that we've covered that topic in depth. Let's maybe move on to a slightly different point, or maybe a different angle of virtual reality. I'm happy to take lead on this one to try and divert. I've been spending a fair little bit of time in Euro Truck Simulator 2 recently, and you know what? I'm loving it. I don't really like trucks and that though, so I've got like this old school E34 BMW, and I've just been driving it all the way around Europe. It's mint. Head tracking works properly. There's some of the vehicles have like weird movements and that when you're looking at your mirrors. Like so when you look that way, it kind of starts leaning your head forward, like which is horrible in VR. But there's a couple of them that don't do that, and it's so good. I spent a bit of time with it, and it's the open world driving experience that I haven't got at the moment. So I recommend trying it out, guys. If you've got Euro Truck and any kind of VR headset at the moment, it's working on 1.3. Go and check it out. Download a couple of mods. It's awesome.
Cool, man.
On the subject of Euro Truck as well, one thing I found interesting was lately, since the Euro Truck and ATS both got updated at 1.3, I still think Euro Truck looks that little bit crisper than ATS does, the American Truck Simulator.
Yeah, I agree. It runs a bit better as well, I think.
Yeah, I'd rather sit and play a Euro Truck Simulator. I think it's a nicer game.
I think that's fair to say. Has anyone had any luck getting Sweet FX up and running in because it's 1.3 kind of uses a weird hook where it's kind of like DX11 aspects for DX9 games. So like I think that fucks with Sweet FX. Has anyone had any luck getting Sweet FX up and running with a new runtime? I'm kind of a little bit of a loss at the moment.
Well, in all honesty, I haven't actually tried running Sweet FX or anything 1.3. But that's a good point to bring up. I might actually give that a bash, and we should probably bang heads on that one.
Yeah. Because I know that there is Sweet FXs which work on DX11. Is it now that we have to fuck with those ones? You know, what was it called? Oh man, Sweet FX, and what was the other one? Is another one that's come out with it as well.
You're the master.
Oh, yeah.
Reshade,
yeah.
So is it a case of we need to mess with those sort of things even for the older applications? It's worth thinking about, because I'm thinking with the new Pascal cards coming out and the stuck system specifics, 290X 970. That's the Oculus specs, right? So it's going to work on them. So if you've got a bit more headroom with Pascal or 980 Ti's and shit, why not get a bit more out of it? Get a little bit more
talking of Pascal, if anyone's interested in Pascal, Chris, if I ping you a link in Skype, can you put it in the chat here?
Sure can. I've actually created a little Twitter poll as well.
Because I don't know if any of you guys are aware of Hardware Canucks. They're like a Canadian PC hardware channel. They're actually really good. They cover motherboards, graphics cards, all that sort of stuff. Well, if you've got them there, Chris, basically...
I've got the link, yeah. I've got the
Pascal
website.
link, yeah.
Pascal.
I think the video went up yesterday. And basically, they're at a convention talking about Pascal. And the dude, right at the end... Now, as far as I was aware, I think it's GTC runs from the end of May into June. And it looked like that Pascal was going to release at the end of GTC on the 4th of June. But these dudes who were recently at NVIDIA speaking to them about Pascal have said that they think that Pascal is going to release in May. So it's a pretty interesting video. If anybody's interested in Pascal, it's worth watching this.
I can't play the video on our video, but I found it here, and what I'll do is I'll ping the link into the chat. If you want to check that out, please go and have a look. And just on the subject earlier you raised on VR porn, I did a quick Twitter poll, which I've pasted into chat as well. If you click on that, you can vote. And the question is, what do you think about VR porn? The answers you can give are, I won't watch it. I read the Daily Mail, and I'm quite offended by all this stuff.
What are you talking about?
What you talking about? I will watch it. I've already watched it, and I quite like it. I've already watched it, and I don't really like it. I'm watching it right now. Please go away. What is porn? And the final response I quite like. I ended up on this poll. I'm looking for information on caravans. So if you can just vote now, it would be very interesting to find out.
One of the interesting things on that subject is when I said it's a powerful medium, it actually is. When you look back in time when we were watching videos, like we had VHS and Betamax, that industry is so powerful, it killed off one of those devices. The porn industry actually killed Betamax because Betamax refused to have porn on their device, you know. And but it's a powerful medium, you know. It's interesting.
Absolutely, it's because Sony took the moral high ground, right? And they didn't want to release it on their Betamax format. So that's why we all got crappy old VHS.
Yes, because we're all perverts.
Yeah, that's right. Well, our dads were.
Yeah.
Granddads, in your case, Caleb.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, man, my old man used to have like a cupboard in the living room. No, this isn't going into porn. No, this isn't going into porn.
Oh dear.
Yeah, just on the subject of Betamax, we had Betamax, and he had like this cupboard just smashed with these huge cassettes. You know what I mean? These things were massive, big plastic. I don't know if any of you guys remember the Neo Geo, but a Betamax cassette was bigger than the Neo Geo cassette.
No,
I
remember
my mate had a whole stack of laser discs. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Massive, like great. Like they're like CDs, but they were that big. I'm not even making it up.
LP size.
Those things, buddy. You know, I never used them. They're just relics in the room.
Yeah.
I remember mini discs, man. Why didn't mini discs? Like a solid
mini discs were supposed to be huge. There's movies that use mini discs. You know, they were like, I got the mini disc with all the data on it. Yeah,
UMDs.
So I'm sorry, that's you know, digital obsolescence. We got nothing to play that in now. So moving over.
Talking of digital storage and all that sort of nonsense, have any of you guys seen this new DNA storage?
No.
Where they're basically they're using DNA in a liquid form to store data.
Is this related to VR? No, I'm just kidding.
No, not at all. But just basically related to storage for PCs. So.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Like, wait, you could store all your data on your body.
Yeah, and basically what they had was a liquid solution with some sort of DNA in it. I don't get the science behind it, but they had massive storage facilities in this tiny little bit of liquid.
Oh man, I've just kind of jumped about 2 steps ahead, but I'm thinking like biological computers and VR headsets.
Now you're talking about that great movie. The only movie I will say that is probably in my top 5 movies I love that has Jude Law in it. Existence. Have you watched it?
I saw that just recently.
Existence.
Existence. That's such a great movie. I absolutely love it, and it's a real VR movie, you know. And yeah, that's a David Cronenberg movie, right? It's really, really twisted. Brilliant, though.
Yeah,
and if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch it. It's absolutely amazing. So, seeing as we're going completely off topic, Prince has been rushed to hospital after his plane made an emergency crash landing.
Fucking hell.
Man.
Is he called Prince? What the fuck is he called now?
Isn't it the artist formerly known as the artist formerly known as Prince?
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's it.
That's formerly known as Symbol, who was formerly known as Prince, who's now reknown as Prince.
Symbol, yeah.
Symbol.
Stupid motherfucker.
You've got to love him, really.
Right, okay.
No, he's just called Prince now. Back to calling him Prince. Anyway, so yeah, any other? What else is going on in the news?
Yeah, the Facebook app, man. The Oculus Touch. That was exciting. Any one of you guys see that at all?
I did. I watched that. They had a stage conference, yeah? That's the one you're speaking about? That was impressive shit, mate. To be honest, that was impressive shit. The whole thing behind Facebook and VR and Oculus at the start, it was, people sort of went up in arms and like, Facebook's the devil. But regardless, everyone uses Facebook. And when you looked at what they were doing there, it was quite impressive. It looked like it could be useful. And to be honest, I think I would probably use it myself.
It reminded me a little bit of like the very first, like, was it Toy Box demo? Like how they've just got shit laying around and they've got their hands and that. There's a head, and they can do whatever they want with. It looked like Toy Box Facebook app. So you were like in a room. There's a table, and there's like 360 environments that are just in like a big sphere. With their hands, they're reaching down, grabbing them, and then as they pull it onto their face, like it takes them into like a virtual representation of whatever it is. So they were going around London, I think, at the time. They were picking up pencils, drawing stuff, sticking it on, like ties, bow ties. They drew their avatar's face, you know, and then like saved it. They did that previously, I think, before, and uploaded it afterwards. So you can have unique avatars. It looked really good fun. And then they got a selfie stick out, took a picture of themselves, you know, put his arm around him, like, snap.
Yeah, I saw that part.
And I was just awesome. Like,
because you know how many people are going to want to do that.
Yeah, like, it was just like mind blowing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was pretty awesome. Like,
especially when you can get your actual body in the avatar. Think about it. I mean, you're gonna get because the textures is not a problem. It's about making it work in the graphics cards right now. Okay, we can make them high texture. That's not the difficulty. But yeah, as soon as that starts happening, you're right, man. It
was really cool. And like, just one of the things that got my cogs turning though, like, could you use that application and what they were doing there for like basic machinima? Do you know what I mean? You could fucking set any scene up you wanted and have like heads and hands doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Like anything, anywhere. And like if you put like a static camera somewhere, I don't know if that's an option or not, you could record fucking like a basic machinima, like make a series wherever you want. And like, you know, it's just like, I was just thinking, wow, you could do so much with that, you know.
When you're talking about machinimas there, Wayne, and incorporating machinimas with VR, that's one thing that would be nice to see YouTube bringing very shortly, is some sort of for people that are creating VR machinimas, because it will be a thing very soon where we're seeing content like that delivered to YouTube, that people can watch it in their VR headset easily through YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they can move around the environments freely. I think that would be a lot more difficult to implement, but maybe just a static camera somewhere where they can look around the whole scene.
Yeah.
But not something they can move around within the scene. Yeah, definitely. If you could be there and just watch it go on and, you know, look at what you wanted to look at in the scene, that would be awesome. But yeah, man, I think they're very exciting times. And then once they took the picture, they literally picked it up, dropped it inside the Facebook envelope, and bang, that shit was uploaded onto their Facebook. And it just like mind blowing, you know. I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, the fact that they could drop it. I love the easy, the ease of access things are great for everyone.
Yeah.
And real quick, just speaking on that note, so Dropbox, Wayne, is this program where like it downloads to your computer. You don't have to get through it from a web browser, and then it just creates a folder, and that folder is just like any other folder on your computer, and you could just drag anything and drop it into that box, and then we get it. So. Yep.
So use it.
Yeah, so use it. So start using that shit, man.
Yeah, all right.
Where's this? It's in the fucking Dropbox, okay?
I know. And do you know
What's
what?
Dropbox?
I've actually saved a fucking favourites, you wanker.
On the subject of Dropbox, okay.
Yeah.
Well, my Dropbox is like smashed at the moment. It's full.
There's a lot of tips and tricks to get more space, and of course, I've got like 9 gigs on my Dropbox. So if you have less than
9? Yeah, man, I've got like 2. Man.
I got it all for free. I didn't pay.
We need to have a chat.
Caleb, man, check your Dropbox, mate. Check it. I made 2 new folders in there, full of Euro Truck mods.
I don't have to check it. It just automatically tells me on the bottom when you do that stuff. I see it.
I've been in there, man. I've been uploading mods for you guys, sharing the knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so offensive. I haven't talked a lot because I've been trying to get stuff ready.
It's all going wrong.
I had complaints on one of my videos about Dropbox, actually. I was in the Rift, and when you get the Dropbox notification on Windows down the bottom, you can't see that in the Rift, but you can hear the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I was recording the video, and it was like, pa-ping, pa-ping, pa-ping.
Kill the task, man.
Yeah, but
Kill the task.
I was deep in recording. Fuck this. I'm not stopping. And I must have had like 9 Dropbox notifications, and I put that thing up anyway. And throughout the comments, it was like, fucking notification.
Yeah, especially if they're gonna listen to the whole thing. They're not the self-editors, then they're gonna hear it. So. I assume people self-edit all my videos, so I don't really worry about editing them too much. So they'll get through the boring parts.
Whereas what they actually do is they stop about 2 seconds into the boring part.
No, right, like, no, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much
go straight back to their
later.
Pretty much 2 seconds into any of my videos. Like, fuck me. Listen to that droll motherfucker's voice.
I do gotta say, one thing is like, if I don't put music, they're like, there's no music here, I want to hear music. And then if I put music, they're like, this music sucks. It's like, I suck at picking music, so it's like, well, can you tell me what music you want to hear in those parts, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is, I did start making a bunch of music, so I've got like a folder now of like, I don't know.
Oh, cool.
2 gigs worth of some loops and some mixes that are, anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes long. No lyrics, so you guys can use them.
I will replace my little jingle at the start with one of your constructive things.
I like yours, man. That's that like Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, it's like a bowl.
I don't know where I got it from.
Another thing that needs mentioned definitely is the VRSpies community chat.
Oh yeah. We need to ping that in there. So guys, if you're in chat now, you're watching this video, look at the chat screen. I'm just going to ping a link in there.
We've got quite a few users in there already that are regularly commenting and interacting with us. We'd like to bring the community more into our nonsense.
If you have Skype on your computer and you're already signed in and you like VR, you should be in there because it's a great way to connect with other people and talk about fun stuff. And hey, we like having feedback, so it's just a great way to do that on a daily basis outside of just the podcast. So
we actually enjoy the community as well. We enjoy the interaction. And
we actually do.
Well,
we actually do.
Not even just us though, as well. Like you'll probably meet other people that are like mine. Like outside, people that you probably would have never even think about communicating with. Man. People answering questions, posting questions and answers and shit. Like, so far it seems like a nice place just to sort of to be. Do you know what I mean?
Anyone who joins that chat session now, I will call out and do special shout outs to anyone that joins. So there you go. Special shout out. What was that?
I think somebody had a wet fart, man.
It's Caleb. Of course it's.
It's a wet fart.
It was a wet fart? That's what your wet farts sound like?
Yeah, man. It's like a shout.
Get yourself checked for that, bro.
Oh, you're playing your
tight ass, mate. That's what they call him, tight ass.
Your stylophone, as marketed by Rolf Harris. You know what happened to Rolf Harris?
yeah. Stop that shit. It's not happened to Rolf, mate.
Yeah, I think the stylophone did it.
It's 7 o'clock, guys, and I don't know if you know what time it is, but
it's stylophone time.
This is Reality Check VR's time for pictures. That's right. This is when we take our weekly pictures. And since I've never done this before, we're going to start with mine. But what I want to start doing is have people bring in their VR pictures, send them to us if they can, because there's a lot of VR moments that happen. And right now in the VR industry, there's going to be all kinds of fun times when we get to have first experiences for other people. Not only that, but of course when I don't know, just not only experiencing it for the first time, but just the funny pictures of people doing VR things. Those and GIFs are just great to have. So I wanted to at least spend a few moments of our podcast just to show pictures if we have them or if people want to send them to us, just to give them a chance to make them public and show them off. But if possible, I guess I will share my screen. I got a couple pictures just from the past week of being able to walk around and show my Gear VR. So I want to spend a minute doing that. Is that okay with you, gents?
Of course.
Good.
It's very good. But I've just got to say, Gary Hammer, James Scott, hello, welcome to chat.
Yes.
And, thank you for joining.
Yep, I just checked
Back
that
to
out
Kim.
on Skype as well.
Oh, nice. Yes, absolutely. I wish I had background music for this segment so we could have like
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Come on, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, screen share time. Here we go. Share. All right. I think I have to keep talking.
We're going to get copyright violations. for the
What is
awesome-
that? Like, that's fucking Dynasty or something. Is that like Dynasty? Wait. Was that
Dallas,
like
mate.
Dallas?
Dallas remix.
Ah, man, I thought it was Dynasty or the Colbys or some shit like that.
That is a great pick, man. Hey, look, go back to the right
This is the
there.
360 pick. This is a 360 pick right here.
Go back
So-
to the right. Look at that Dragon's Lair.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, so this is my this is the nerd store. This is where we held our little get together, and they did not have all these arcades there when we first did it. Basically, he's been getting new things every single day. He's got this Terminator machine over there, which is awesome. Everything here works, so they're all machines that turn on and actually work just perfectly. Caveman, which is amazing. It's got actually a screen inside of there where you play the game on a monitor, so it's an arcade and pinball. The whole Dragon Slayer, as you said, was his first.
Dragon Slayer, man. That's it. Chris, did you have Dragon Slayer for the Amiga?
I did, yeah. It was incredible.
Oh,
Look at
I mean,
this.
you got to admit, Dragon Slayer as a game conceptually was amazing.
mate, but back in its
game,
back in its day, back in the day
was
that Dragon
amazing.
Slayer came out, that was groundbreaking shit, mate.
yeah, it was.
It
amazing.
was groundbreaking. I remember that when it was an actual physical arcade cabinet, you know, walking
yeah,
into the arcades.
Laserdisc,
before,
mate.
yeah,
Laserdisc.
before that came out on the Amiga, I remember walking into arcades and playing it on the arcades, and that was
But
groundbreaking.
it was a cheat, man. It was a cheat because there was no computer graphics there. There was nothing. All it was some basic logic where basically your joystick would control which chapter of the Laserdisc you jumped to. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, whoever programmed that must have been laughing their arse off. They probably did it in about 5 minutes on a calculator.
But when you
Sorry,
play
Greg. It's shit. But it's an amazing game.
Well,
But it's shit.
it is shit, but in its day, when you first got that on your Amiga, don't tell me that you
I was
didn't like it.
amazed. I was
You were?
amazed. I really was.
Okay, you guys are old school,
Space Ace
and
as
you're
well, Space
bored
Ace.
me with this stuff that nobody even knows about anymore.
Sorry,
But-
man.
No, it's cool. I'm just kidding. I'm trying, jackass. Do
Chris
you guys
has
know
actually
about
got a
this thing?
gramophone.
Do you know about the Vortex here? The Vortex system, all right?
That's like Bumblebee from Transformers, man.
It's freaking virtual reality right there,
That's
man.
the Bumblebee.
We held VR meetup here, and less than a month later, this dude buys a VR system of himself. Yeah, that's right, and it is just amazing. I don't know if you ever saw this, but back in the day, these arcade systems have like a little spring-loaded VR system. You can have little triggers right there in front of
Never
you.
seen that.
You can
Never seen
spin
that.
360 and move around, so it's got space away from the machine. And there's also the monitor right there, so people can see kind of what you're seeing inside. So they've got people like stand around. This is one of the first VR experiences, and I remember looking over and seeing people use this, and it was just crazy because it was like $3, or maybe it was probably $1.50 to use it. I don't know. It was expensive for me at the time when everything else was cheaper. And I know I only played it maybe once actually, and actually paid money for it. But he got that now in his little place. I thought that was really cool to show off there, just because this place is. It's turning, into
awesome, man.
it's turning into an arcade at his little shop here. and,
definitely.
That's conjunctivitis.
That's a little 360 photo there, so I can actually put this up on our site, and you can actually look around the room
that'd be good.
and see the whole thing, and like you're there, which is pretty cool. So,
Yeah, that would be good.
Chris,
Holy
do you remember a game called Operation Wolf?
I remember all games ever. Yes, I do.
Operation Wolf.
Yeah, Operation Wolf is brilliant,
Yeah.
man.
And I mean, this is going back to old arcades like that. All you had was like an Uzi 9mm controller, so you had like a steel gun that you held, and you were shooting at a screen. And going back to my childhood, standing in front of that was virtual reality back then. You know, you were holding a gun, and it was as close as possible that you could get at the time.
Like duck hunt sort of shit,
Go
man.
ahead, keep talking. I'm saying this is my room right here as you're looking. Go ahead,
Yeah, I see your sex swing over on the left-hand
Hey,
side
I see
again.
the sex
It's a
swing.
sex swing.
That is definitely a sex swing.
Yeah, man, look at it. There's like a harness there, man.
I used to do all my
I don't
eBay
even
work.
want to see it.
This was my table for eBay work, and then I had to have a light above to take pictures so I could get the proper pictures
Sexy
in the
pictures.
background, brother. And now I've got this little cross, this little ornament I got from my dad, little cross. I got my boomerangs and my little allspace disc, you know. And the funny thing is, I've never intended on doing videos, so I've never actually prepped this background. This background is how I use this in real life. It's not meant for videos.
Yeah,
This
man,
is a workable, real life background area over here, and I use it like normal. It's never been prepped. You know, I wouldn't mind having a prepped background. Nothing wrong with those. That'd be brilliant, but just too much of a normal life right there. So yeah, 360 photo of what I see in my room, little one-bedroom apartment here. But hey, we make it work. Oh yeah, here's of course when I look up, I see my little no vodka. See, this is in the war. They wanted you to not be drinking and get
No
better.
vodka.
So yeah, of course Oswald.
We do not drink alcohol. We dominate the world.
Hey, no.
Can I share my family photos now?
Hey, absolutely. You can say. Wait, real quick. I'll brush through these as fast as I can. If you.
I'll save that one.
That was awesome. Here's where I worked yesterday, so I could just show you. I had this auditorium where we worked, had to build stage, and I got a 360 photo of the whole area here, which is pretty cool. There's my little booth over there where I sat down and had to do lighting cues. It's fun stuff. Yeah. Production.
Cool,
awesome
man.
Stuff.
You have an interesting job.
Hailstorm. Yeah, behind the scenes. Hailstorm. Okay, here we go. Gear VR. Yeah, I was basically showing Gear VR to the basically people that were working with me, so I got a lot of fun pictures of that. Oh, Don at the Nerd Store. Yeah.
Hey, Don. There he is. He might drop in later.
Chris.
We are running out of time.
Chris, Billy needs a link.
Oh, good. Billy's on his way in, is he? Excellent. I'll get the
Jump
link over
through
to
these.
Billy.
This is Rick. He owns the Nerd Store. He's playing a little bit. Well, Don, tells him how to do everything. It's a good experience. This is his first time actually he got to play it. We kind of talked him into doing the meetup after he played this. He was like, "Yeah, you can bring your stuff here, sure."
Look at that, Don showing off his watch there.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, look at the watch, guys. Look at the watch.
He's got a little digital watch over there. It's a smart watch. Yeah, you check it out. You guys are jelly. I am.
That's hilarious. Very hilarious.
Let's
He
get
was
through
like
here.
this.
Oh, my wife trying out. Right when I got the gear the first time, I had to show it to her and show her that it was.
What does your wife think of the gear?
Oh, she thinks it's great. It's clearer than it is on the DK2. It's more comfortable because you don't have to do all the setup. I mean, I think when a girl looks over and she sees people having to set up all kinds of stuff and all the cables, they're put off by that. You show them a little device of the phone and they're like, yeah, that's my thing, that's my jive. Like applications, I know how those work.
Billy's had a haircut too. Look at his haircut day.
You fresh.
Hell.
Wayne's had a haircut.
Dude, you
Billy's
guys all
had a
look
haircut.
Can you guys hear me?
And nobody.
We can.
Yeah, loud and clear, bro.
I just don't want to talk for like 5 minutes straight like last time, and like my mic was off. That was hilarious.
looking sharp. Buddy.
Billy.
Yeah, you are fresh face, man. Looking good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
So,
We're sharing family photos.
Caleb,
What's up?
on the subject of your wife and the gear, and you said she liked it. Is that something that she picks up now and again on her own, or is it something that you actually have to say, honey, have a look at this?
At the moment, it's something that I've just gotten, and I've personally only used it for development. Myself, actually, I've put more people in experiences than I myself have played it, and that's a true statement, sadly. So I think once it becomes more of a thing that's sitting around, I think she will use it. As of now, it's sitting in a bag most of the time until I go somewhere, and I've just been working a lot, so I want to be able to be mobile with it, like I said. So I do think that it is something, though, that she would pick up if it were sitting about. The only problem with it at this moment is if because it's my phone, then the phone's going to be with me a lot.
Yeah,
so.
okay, I get you on that one.
Yeah. But no, it is definitely as you are alluding to, it's way more approachable for her to want to think about jumping into it, to want to do an experience. As soon as she saw what I was playing, and I think I put up a video with the Gear VR. As soon as she saw that, she was like, "Oh, let me see it. I want to see." And boom, there we go. So, oh hey, I guess I've been talking with a with a picture. I forgot. Yeah, okay.
Wait, I'm gonna share my photo. My photo.
ahead.
I don't even know why I'm sharing this.
Just do it.
Just for fun.
Do it.
This is me when I was slim.
Holy
Fuck.
mother, what the fuck?
That's me and my wife back in the day when we first met.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
ghost in the background wasn't there when the photo was taken. The spooky short.
Just slowly appeared over time.
And this is me and my brother when we were
Aw.
little.
You're on the left, right?
I am the one on the left.
Yeah,
Probably just ran out from playing Elite on my Acorn Electron, which I greatly enjoyed.
Man.
There we go. Those were the days. Memory.
photos.
Your smiles
corner
look
of
so
my
fake.
mind.
They're in color. It tells me a lot about your age.
Your mom's like, smile for the camera.
Yeah, man, I would show you guys some old photographs of me, but I don't have many that aren't in handcuffs, so.
I've got, actually, let me just go to crimewatch.com this one. Police.net.
Okay, if you're wondering what the webcam is there, I've had a few people ask me because I've sent this photo up of how I did that one video with the leap motion, right, where you can see the normal camera and then you can see, yeah, okay, well you put a webcam on top of your face. That's how you
Is
do
that
it.
the Logitech C920?
That
Yeah,
was C920.
I was told by Wayne that was the thing to get, and he recommended it, and we got it. I gave my old webcam is going to my father so he can actually Skype in with me since he
I
doesn't live.
actually just purchased one of them myself today.
Excellent.
To
If
be
we
honest,
see you in HD,
sale.
Greg, we
Yeah,
really want.
it's the YouTube standard. Let's be honest.
You'll be able to
guys.
see.
That's what
Look,
he said.
look,
He
look.
said
That's exactly what I did to my Oculus. I
Look.
taped a webcam on top of it.
Right? There you go, man.
Foreskin Head will be available
Oh,
in
come on.
HD very shortly.
Quit it. Social VR. Oh, okay. Here's a veteran. We got Dave Long. He's a nice war veteran who actually got to try out the Gear VR for the first time. And this, I tell you, once he tried it out, he was real, oh, sure, I'll try that thing. And ever since I've seen him, for a week straight,
that's
all he can do is talk about how he did it. And people will walk by and he's like, no, you don't know. You could, I mean, he's one of the biggest evangelists for it right now, and he's only tried playing a small game. And I got to try. This kid was, trying to help us out while we were doing load in, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, you need to try this gear so you can get out of our way." And it was a perfect distraction method to get him out of our way. He loved playing that. He had to, of course, hold his hands on it. You see, kids are doing that more, just I think because of the form factor. They're not quite used to what this thing is on their head. There's another guy who's from the Army. He was helping us out briefly because he had just come back recently from being. I guess, well, he's still in the Army, but he was just in working for a long time. So he stopped by, and he had heard about these things, so we let him try it out. And I'll jump through those photos.
That's great.
And lastly, another stagehand. This guy has been doing all kinds of tech work for years and years, thinks he knows everything, but boom, blew his mind.
I thought you were about to say homeless, dude.
No, we have a lot of people that, are artistic, say. This guy right here, I don't know if you've heard of McKenna and Brock. They're like a little local group, but they do all kinds of stuff. They were on the talent shows and stuff, and he runs sound for them anyways. So we got to show a bunch of people in the gear, and we had a little, good times.
Yeah, man, that's cool. You're showing that shit off at work. I'd love to be able to do that.
This is the lead guitar player for what is her name? Lita Ford. There we go.
Cool.
Right, gentlemen, I do apologise for the interruption. No. It's getting on. It's 1:15 in the morning. I start work tomorrow in the morning.
Oh,
it's
dear
not
me.
good. Yeah, so, I'm going to have to be making a move. But before I do go,
Cheers.
do you want to see a picture of me as a little Kosovan baby?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Yeah?
A little what, baby?
Kosovan.
Kosovan.
Yeah.
Kosovan.
Yep. I look like a little Kosovan when I was a kid. And to be fair, I still do now, to be honest.
Wojciechov.
Look at that.
Ah, look at that, eh?
Little Kosovan look. Ah.
Right, man. Same hair, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's my big brother. Yeah, he used to smash my head in. He loves fun. He used to smash my head open enough times. Do you know what I mean? He punched.
He's got that look.
Oh man, I'm just glad you had the gap too,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could fit a pound coin between that bad boy.
Dude, I could fit a quarter in mine for the longest time, and then up until almost high school, it was there. So
yeah, man, homemade haircut. You gotta love that. Do you know what I mean?
Still have it.
Oh yeah, my nan knitted that shit. Do you know what I mean?
That is a gap and a half, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Did you put your McDonald's straw in between?
Yeah. I could do that shit.
He was spitting at people all the time too.
Yeah. So awesome times, man. Awesome times. I don't know how to stop sharing. Oh, there we go. Probably the stop sharing button, I imagine. But,
Good start. It's a good start.
So yeah, Billy, man. I didn't get a chance to talk to you a lot, mate, but I'll catch up with you soon, yeah?
Yeah, it sounds good, dude.
Nice one. Well, it's been really good to talk to you all guys, apart from Billy, because we get to talk to him, and I'll catch up soon. And for anyone that gives a fuck, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon, guys. And
So GameHard, did you guys toast him?
Oh, yeah.
To GameHard. Big love, GameHard.
I don't have any drinks.
Yeah, all right, see you later.
Love you.
Later.
Take care.
Billy,
Bye, Wade.
Cheers, mate.
Yes, sir.
since we've got you in here, what do you think of the War Thunder update?
Wait, it already happened? Today?
It hasn't happened, but they said it's coming by the end of the week. So we're on the end of the working week now.
Yeah,
Ooh.
2 days left to go.
I've been checking the Steam page just to see when it's going to say recent news or recent updates, but
Hey, we've got to get in there and do a little bit
Yeah,
of flight.
man,
for sure.
Have any of you guys checked out the DCS 1.3 update yet?
No.
Oh my god, man, this shit side loads from Steam into Oculus.
Brilliant.
Oh
And
yes,
it's
I did check that.
absolutely fucking flabbergasting.
Yeah.
I running on a 980 Ti. I used to have to drop my settings to low in DCS to make this shit work. You know what I mean? DCS was a stuttery mess, but when you looked at it, it had so much fucking potential in front of it. You're like, I'm in a the cockpit detail's fucking stunning. Like, I've never seen sharpness like this in a DK2. Never mind when you're looking at that in a CV1, which, Chris, seeing you've got your CV1, you need to sideload that shit through Steam in your CV1 and check it out.
Oh shit, yeah. How is that?
It's fucking lovely. It's buttery smooth on a 980 Ti. I can max everything bar the sliders on the right hand side upper part of the screen when you're in the options. You put them at about 50% and max the shit out of the game, and you've got a blinding experience. Absolutely fucking stunning. And
Yeah.
I know you and GameHard have smashed the shit out of that game, and you guys love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still play that game. I'd love to play that with you guys. I mean, there's a lot of open multiplayer sessions where we could all join and just dick around, you know.
Well,
There's
one
two
of the
planes, TF-51. It's a demilitarized P-51, and then I think the Su-25 jet are both free to use. So you guys could all jump in there.
One of the things that I found lately as well, Billy, since this came out, I kind of researched a little bit about DCS, and obviously you've got a lot of keyboard controls with DCS, which
Yes.
makes it difficult in the Rift. And for anyone that owns Voice Attack, there is now a Voice Attack profile for DCS called Vicom 2.0. And what this will let you do is not only, like in Elite Dangerous, take over your keyboard controls, it also has smart AI intelligence. So basically, if you're flying a mission, you can not only say lower or raise your landing gear or activate your weapon systems or whatever, you can speak to the tower, as in flight tower. And if you have objectives to find on the map or whatever, you can talk to the tower, and the tower will actually recognize your voice command and reply back to you. And if you were, say, needing to allocate a ground target so that you can see the ground target without having to jump into the map, see the map in VR, and it looks a bit fucked up, you can just put in a voice request, and artificial intelligence will see that and activate whatever target you've requested. Which is
Sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, it sounds bonkers, man.
Right on.
Guys, I've just
Before I
worked out
forget-
a way of pumping my audio through my Rift headset, so I should be able to jump into something just for a bit of fun.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Look
Guys.
at the dickhead with his Rift.
Look at that cock.
I do have I told Sean, Williams over at the CDF Starfighter. He told me that they have HOTAS
Yes.
joystick support now. So if you guys watching play CDF Starfighter or plan on it, it does have joystick support now.
Definitely. I mean, Sean at Mag Studios is a great guy. He's been working on CDF for a while, and all of us have had keys and we've checked out CDF. Fantastic game. The
Absolutely.
HOTAS support I haven't checked out myself, and I plan on doing a video on this very shortly. But the thing that's holding me back is I really want to do it in the Vive when it comes. So it's something that I'm looking forward to checking out the HOTAS support in.
Nice one.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I could see what you're playing Showdown there. It looks like on the CV1.
I am, but I can't hear anything.
But that just looks amazing, man. Yeah, we can't.
Where's Dawn at? Couldn't make it.
Dawn's having a chilled night this evening, mate.
Yep. For sure, man. He might pop on in a little bit, which would be cool if he does, because we still got a little bit. Oh, and I do want to actually finish talking about one thing, which kind of goes online with some other Reddit posts I saw before, which I kept thinking about myself, just because my brother has bad eyesight, my wife has glasses, of course, and people with different types of eyesight, how are they going to enjoy VR? So I think that's one question that actually needs to be addressed. That obviously we don't have to go into it all right now, but it's one thing I think about all the time, just because I have people asking it, and it's if you have 20/20 vision, perfect. But what if you don't? You want to enjoy these experiences too. Do they work? And I can say, just from the experience from people I know, my brother has really, really bad eyesight. He's nearsighted, and basically it's very extreme. But when he puts the Rift on, as long as he's got the right distance from his glasses away from the lenses, he can manage it just fine. And he says he can have a really good experience. If you're off even a little bit, if your lenses are too close to your eyes, and you don't have that 0.8 millimeter or more, then you will have blurriness. So some people that have experienced it and had only really bad experiences, I do think that you really got to kind of work with it until you get the perfect spot, because the first time my brother played it, it was not good. The second time we played it, which is in that last video where he tried Dream Deck, in that video he actually really, really enjoyed it. So it was a whole different experience for him. He said it was from a level of 3 of immersion to a level of 11 of immersion. So it was just a whole different thing. My wife, as I said, with her, trying the Gear VR, that's way clearer for her, and she says that makes her feel like she's there when she sees the dinosaur coming at her in the demo, much more so than the DK2. So even the clearer picture helps people with vision. Yeah. What's that? I was like, what? I was like, did I say? And then lastly, real quick, and I'll just go back to real fast to the pictures because I just have a few left to show. But there's this guy named Tony, and not to call him out or anything, but Tony, he's got a bad eye, so basically he only has one eye that works. And I let him try the Gear VR, and he sat there and looked around, and he played Invasion. And while he was playing Invasion, all he could do is talk about how how cool it was. He said that he felt like the bunny was there, and he put his arms out in front of him, so he actually tried to reach out and touch it. Yep. So I can say even people that have just one good eye, even playing things like the Gear VR are immersive. They do make you feel like you're in the environment, and I think the reason for that is because you have that 360 tracking. You're used to a certain kind of perception, but when you look around and everything's still fast and there's no blurriness, then you're still going to have a great experience. So I wouldn't worry too much about having bad eyesight or even having one eye. I think you'd still have a great time in the headsets.
On that subject, although this isn't here right now, something that John Carmack spoke about, he spoke about this quite openly recently, was contact lens technology for VR. Right. Now this is moving completely away from HMDs, and what he's speaking about isn't having a HMD at all. It's talking about putting contact lenses in for VR. And he seemed to reckon this was technology was there to do this within the next 5 years.
Well, yeah, you think about a camera lens. When you take a camera lens, you basically just add different. You could realistically add a lens to your lens.
Yeah. So for people who are worried about FOV and stuff like that, obviously contact lens technology is superb, because then you would then not need to worry about FOV. But for people that wear glasses and have to try and fit them inside a HMD, that takes that away entirely.
Oh, I completely agree. If he wouldn't have to worry about the distance of the glasses and just your eyes from the lenses, that'd be way easier and way more comfortable. You could actually, because you can't, the experiences that he was doing, he had to be somewhat still. He couldn't run around the room like if you had a Vive. It wouldn't work that way.
Ralph should make another shader that kind of like fake glasses that magnify in-game pixels, so people that would need to wear glasses could wear them or not wear them, but still have virtual glasses.
Billy, did you just escape from the asylum this evening?
No, why? What's going on? Am I crazy?
Yeah,
No, I
but
don't.
you know the mint green T-shirt you've got on.
Oh, is that what prisons look like for you?
It's very similar to what they give you in lunatic asylums over here.
Oh, if anything, he looks like a nurse.
should be.
From,
I should be in an insane asylum.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's good to have you in. Have you spoke to Mr. Hard lately?
Mr. Who?
Mr. Hard.
GameHard?
Yeah, Bjorn.
Bjorn? No, I haven't. I want to.
You need to hit the motherfucker up, dude.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, they definitely get a hold of him. This podcast is dedicated to him, you know. So, and I'm gonna finish these pictures. I know it's relentless, but I'm gonna finish it. All right, we have Micah, the sound guy, because these are shout-outs. These guys need to have these shout-outs. They would make them feel good. Who knows? They might watch our podcast. So Micah, he was playing it. He's a sound guy. He's awesome. We had the owner of the gymnasium, of course, Matt. He got to try it out. He thought it was amazing. Yes, so serious. And of course, we got to let Mark West, Down Home Productions owner, we let him try it out, and yeah, we got man in all his glory.
Yeah.
The gear. That's right. Now, and then of course, as I was leaving, I met another guy. His name was Taylor. Taylor used to play on the Minecraft server as well with the VR Bros.
Taylor looks a bit more chilled, man. The last guy was kind of spread ego onto the bench. You know what I mean?
I didn't get the most flattering photos. You could say that much. So, anyways, yeah, that.
Get real low and shoot
yeah, I was just thinking sweaty ball sack when I seen that. You know.
It wasn't my intention.
You weirdo, man.
Well, hey, no, I just want to show this off. Like I said, if anybody does have any cool VR-related pictures they want to show off, go ahead and send them to us. We'll throw them up on the podcast because it's fun to show that stuff off. So. Yeah, and sweaty ball sacks. He doesn't know what that's all about.
You know me, Killer. But it just comes out. I don't think about it.
Yeah, you don't think about it, sure, ever, all day, all night.
He's like thinking about how funny it is as he's saying it, like,
sweaty ball sack. Right, Chris, what are you doing? You plugged in the Rift there then?
Chris, you really got to show that thing off. Have you even showed it off right now? I mean, have you shown people how? I mean, other than your vidya.
He doesn't have headphones right now, I don't think.
Yeah, I do.
He does. Oh. He's got a mic and the headphones in that thing.
He's like, fuck you, Billy. I got headphones.
No, there's no mic in it, man. I don't think there is.
There is a mic.
Is there?
There's a mic.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
There is a mic.
Well, I can't access it into Skype. I'm going to use my other mic. But I put the Skype stuff into my headphones.
Mm-hmm. So, I saw you mentioning earlier, I watched your unboxing, Chris, the straps, and you were talking about your kids and having to change size of head for different people, and as a family man, you're going to need to do that regularly.
Yeah.
And I can see you doing it now.
Yeah, because it's not quite right.
It's
quite awkward. I can't really explain it. When it's perfect, it works pretty well, but it's just.
Yeah, you described it similar sticky back plastic, like Blue Peter.
Tape.
Blue
Is it
Peter.
like tape? I mean, so does it feel like you want to cut it with scissors? Like if I were to give you a really, really sharp pair of scissors and you were holding it, would you want to cut it? Is it that thin? Because that's how I feel about thin objects. No.
No, you wouldn't want to cut it.
No, you want to cut it. I mean,
Chris is
Sorry, I got confused there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Caleb, and I only caught the first half of it. I'm very sorry. Let me just show you what I can.
It's the only important part.
Okay. Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you, Chris.
You dick. Greg, stop it, man. He's getting all happy with his pipe over there. And
look, I've done this.
Hold on a minute.
I've done this thing in tonight, you know.
Right, okay, I'm done.
You better not, buddy.
Let me just show you how flimsy this is, because I'm okay. It's a tough piece of plastic.
Yeah, but you described it close to 2 pieces of sellotape stuck
together. Does it make you want to try to rip it? Does it make you want to rip it?
It makes me really want to be careful with it. I mean, look at this, okay? I mean, I swear to God, it's like.
Are we speaking 1 mil? Are we speaking a mil thick? What are you talking?
Well, the fluffy stuff on the back. I mean, it's less.
Yeah, but not the fluffy stuff.
It's about maybe slightly less than a mil
Okay,
thick.
so you're making me look at what the DK2 is made out of, and it's basically just that fabric. It's a thin piece of like fabric for your backpack strap.
DK2 is
that
pretty
looks thicker than it
robust,
is.
really.
Yeah, I mean.
That looks thicker than it is because that's mainly fluff. The actual bit that's.
See the
See that shiny edge?
The DK head to head strap is basically what you'd know as webbing. You know what I mean? It's like webbing that you'd have on a backpack or something.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What you're showing there is it's like a matte finish surface.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. It's like a kind of rubberized.
Like
plastic.
a polymer of some sort.
It is. I can't really explain it. It does feel like some kind of rubber, but a very tough vulcanized rubber.
Like polymer. Polymer.
Yeah, that's a long chain polymer.
It's made by Palmer. That's right.
Yeah, Palmer's polymer.
Palmer's polymer.
Man.
So wait, real quick. Can you show me those? I've been always wanting to see this myself. Those the headphones. How exactly are those kind of on there? So how would you adjust?
I haven't really played around with it, but they kind of.
So you just move, you don't actually they don't actually move on the track. They just either move up or down. Like
no, they come off, Caleb.
Yeah, but if you like hit a button on the inside to make them come off.
Well, in the box you get.
Oh yeah.
There's a plastic stick in the box that goes into basically like a flathead driver, and there is a flathead driver slot on the inside of the headset that basically you put this piece of plastic in, turn it, and it unlocks it, and you can take it off.
Okay.
You see that, Chris?
Yeah, I see that now. I was wondering what that bit of plastic was.
Yeah, it's a screwdriver, mate.
I'm going to try and do that.
So the piece of plastic that comes in the box is a screwdriver.
It's like one of those things. It's a thing that I guess I'm going to be like this for the next few weeks. I just don't like touching it because it feels kind of flimsy, and every time I touch it, it seems to get like a massive fingerprint on it and a load of dirt.
One of the things that I do quite like about it is once you get it adjusted for your own head, if you don't have kids that are going to be randomly testing it, it's kind of spring-loaded.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Once you've got it adjusted for your head, you can just pull it on and it's springed. And
kind of is, mate, but this is the problem I had because, okay, this is perfectly adjusted for my head.
Really?
If I tried
You've
to
got
put
a massive... That's adjusted perfectly for your head.
I have a massive
You have got a fucking massive melon, mate.
It is. I destroyed my mother. Basically, the problem is, right, because it's a hard plastic, you when you put it on, you're effectively dragging it over your hair. You know, and if you have greasy slime...
Wait. Can you show me how you put it on?
Yeah, I can try, but I won't be able to hear you guys because I can't.
That's okay. I want to see how you put it on because I think
it's almost like retracting your foreskin, Caleb.
Yeah, I need to force the video. There you go.
Like that? Wait. See, he's doing it wrong. He's doing it wrong. It's not how you do it. That's not how you put the headset. That's not how you put on a VR headset.
Hey, he's worried about his hair.
Yeah, those things over your ears are little antennas. They go up.
Like this. You go like armpit. Sorry.
See, now it's covered in hair slime.
So.
No, he wasn't talking.
Put it on like this, Chris. You strap it onto your face, and you put the back on like that. Everybody always does this. They're like, "Oh, you want me to see it?"
Yeah, man.
And then it gets all dirty.
It's rock solid. You can't move it.
No, you can't. Caleb, you're 100% spot on there because if you drag it down, your hair hits the lenses,
it goes up
and you get all that blurry fucking shit on the lens.
VR headset
on the face over the back.
That's as far as it goes, man.
So you still got to cock it like this. So take it like this. Watch. I'll pretend mine's straight. I'll pretend mine's stiff.
Yeah. My head's too big for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, man.
I can't do that kind of action.
Caleb. Chris has got the rift stretched to its fucking extremities, mate, for his massive cranium.
You still can't tip your head in first?
Anyway,
it's my massive brain.
On the subject of your Rift, because we haven't talked about this much, Chris, you did an unboxing video. Have you checked out fucking Elite yet?
No, seriously, I've been really busy.
No, you need to go check out Elite. I want fucking answers. I want answers.
I haven't seen Elite in 1.3 yet at all.
I will.
I mean, I've I've checked out Elite in 1.3K, but just through the DK2, and it works fucking superbly.
Right.
But I
wanna
want answers from this motherfucker.
Yeah. I want to
Tell
see
me.
through the CB1.
Tell me your fucking answers.
Craig is so anxious. He's like,
It's not just for me, it's for the entire community. Everyone wants to know, how is this shit?
I can do it now.
You should do it now.
I'll do it now then. It's just like I'm having trouble. You reckon there's a mic in this thing? I know fuck all about VR. I think I'm basically exposing my limited knowledge of this headset.
Chris,
I didn't know I had a mic.
I got one of these things. I'm not sure what it does.
Chris,
I don't know.
I hit it on my face like 15
Chris,
times. It's not working.
The leg hole's not big enough.
me and you go under a nice UK title of bumbling, so don't worry about it.
Oh, there is a microphone.
See? Bumbling.
I'm going to try and enable the microphone, and I'm going to plug my joystick in and do this. Let's do this.
let's do it, dude.
While we play the Wombles of Wimbledon theme tune.
I'm going to bumble away in the background. Bumble.
Overground, underground, wombling free. The
I'm literally
Wombles of
under my desk.
Wimbledon coming our way. Making good
Ow.
use of the things that we
Just hit
find.
Right,
Chris, hurry up. I can't keep
there
going
not
with the
a-
Wombles theme tune. I don't know enough.
I can't find the plug for my joystick. Can you move on to another subject?
No, I do have a quick subject. Look over in chat real quick. What is it? Elite is great in the CB1, but the God Ray is real, says Zipon. And Zipon, could you please elaborate there? I mean, because I've heard about the God Ray. Even Chris talked about the God Ray. Okay. I've seen the God Ray actually in the Gear VR. I can see that thing happening. Is it like bad? I mean, is Elite beautiful?
sucks.
But then like you look at the sun, and all of a sudden like the sun plus the God Ray kills you. I mean,
J.J. Abrams stuff, man.
that is a little scary.
Caleb, from what I can gather of the God Rays, I haven't actually seen it myself because, like you, and like Billy, unlike this pain in the English arse over there that has the CV1.
A really nice guy who spent time on our
haven't seen
website for like the last day. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But the God Rays, from what I can gather, come mainly from bright whites.
Right.
They
So,
Right. But
you
there
know
are
what?
stars everywhere in Elite Dangerous that are basically
Yeah.
bright white things.
And I had a look at some photographs that were taken from the God Rays in the CV1 and the God Rays in the Vive. And to be honest, it doesn't really look that bad. It sounds like a shitstorm out of nothing, to be honest.
I'd say the God Rays, right? Because when I first put the headset on, it's the first thing I noticed. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And to be
Really?
honest, it's almost like a micro presence thing. You know, Don talks about micro presence.
Where did you notice it first?
Oculus Home.
Okay, because that is a white background, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, white background. And to be honest, in a way, it doesn't break the immersion. If anything, it makes it feel a little bit more like reality,
Okay.
because it gives you this kind of hazy sort of lens effect, which really just feels like you're wearing a pair of sunglasses looking at reality. It just feels like something that would happen if you're looking at bright light. But it's kind of a little bit distracting as well, because it kind of does a reverse effect. Effectively, kind of, if you're looking at something and the image is bright up here, it does the sort of blurriness down here, you know, and it sort of mirrors itself around the lens.
See,
it's a little bit annoying.
one thing I've seen this mentioned quite a lot, mostly about the Rift, is God Rays. But what people don't seem to appreciate is you have God Rays in both headsets, as in the Vive and the Rift. They're just shown in different ways through the headset. So the Rift is like, from what I can see, where you have a bright light, like a white light, it's almost like a circle that emanates from that interior light, whereas in the Vive, it's almost like reverberating lines that come out instead of a constant circle.
Right, I see what you're saying. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to go a little bit kind of. All right, can you see this, guys?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. You can switch onto my. You can force my view if you want to see what's going on in the background. I'm just going to quickly switch my audio across to my Rift and see if I can do that. 1 second.
And one of the interesting things that I've found as well, noticing that since I mentioned Elite and you booted up Elite, is since Elite released, well, Frontier released the key for the Oculus Store for Steam users to run 1.3, is that Elite, when I go into Arena, I don't seem to be able to find a match at all. Now,
Interesting.
through running it through 1.3.
Oh, mate, this is the first time I've tried the Rift microphone. Is it working?
Yeah,
Yep,
it's working.
yep, here.
Okay, nice one. Oh, I need to start my voice attack, don't I?
I can tell that it's close to you, which is nice. You know, always gonna have the voice right there.
It's a nice watch, Caleb.
Thanks, buddy. I got it from my wife.
I like watches.
It's an Invicta brand, which is basically like the cheap version of all the nice ones, but it's based off of a Rolex design.
It looks so shit, man.
If you don't know anything, and I didn't tell you that right there, I could have just said, it's a Rolex, and then hit it.
Man, it looks so shit.
And then everybody would have been like, what the fuck? That guy has a Rolex. Yeah.
I like watches, mate. That's nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Look at those guns, man.
Yes. I like to bring the handguns to the party, you know. I don't have any bazookas yet. Not yet.
Reset
Only
Oculus.
If I stop
Son of a bitch.
I stop eating so much, you know, fast food.
Son of a
maybe.
bitch doesn't work, mate. There is no voice command for that.
Hey, real quick, what's your favorite food there, Greg? You're a food connoisseur. I love nachos. We all know that because you can make nachos out of anything and everything.
Myself, personally, I'm a big Japanese food addict.
Sushi, man. I couldn't tell by your style.
No, I'm a proper Japanese food addict to the point that, I mean, in my personal time, I'll like YouTube cooking through the day. This is one of the big things that I love to do through my day is just YouTube cooking videos.
You and Gamehard too. Gamehard was making some cooking videos not long ago. I remember that.
Dude, fucking stole my idea.
I know. I was just about to say it, and you were talking about doing the same thing. Hey, no. There's no such thing. You know why?
Because you know what? He didn't steal my
for
idea.
about 1 year now, like at least a year now.
He didn't steal my idea. I'm only joking, man.
I know.
I'm only joking, but no. Cooking videos. It's one of my big things to do, and I love Japanese food. I love to like watch how to cook crazy Korean food. I mean, even Billy used to work in a Korean restaurant.
So
I've hit him up about like Korean stuff like bulgogi and fucking kimchi and you know.
Yeah.
See, and I just wanted to jump to this real quick because
for breakfast.
You were talking about how you love the food, right? Gamehard loves it. You guys are making cooking videos, but dude, why can't and you know, I guess. I haven't seen this happen yet, but I keep thinking about it, and it keeps coming up, is, you know, like virtual reality cooking shows. Because how great would it be to have somebody show you how to make something from a first-person perspective?
Mate, that's going to come.
Oh, I know it's going to come. I'm just saying, like, we always, like, we're doing the individual things. We need to combine those things, and I mean, maybe we could make a 3D cooking show. We just need basically a 3D camera.
One of the things that we'll see very shortly, I'm very sure of this, is YouTube moving to VR content. So, I mean, they already have to a certain degree, but I'm sure as this progresses and technology moves on, YouTube are quick off the mark, and they're going to let us do this shit very soon, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll be able to sit there and watch some sort of 360 stereo VR content in YouTube very soon, mate. Whether it's cooking, whether it's fucking somebody pranking their missus and pouring shit on her face while she's sleeping, whatever, you know what I mean?
They just, totally. They really do need to come out with a cheaper, effective 360 camera. I know there's a few of them that are on the market. They're all pretty expensive right now.
Well, 360 or side by side, because like that.
Well, I'm more of a Well, both, because I mean there are both. There are cameras they actually have to move a little bit, or they can have a ball where the camera moves inside of it, but it has to be able to actually capture 2 points at the entire time it's doing a 360 capture. But yeah, because I'll tell you right now, is you captured one good point that is to bring up, is that there's 360 videos that you can sit there and look around.
Yeah.
But they don't feel that good because you still can kind of tell that there's that orb that you're around. But when you have that stereoscopic 360, as you're saying, oh my God! Now, because I experienced those for the first time recently, and I really love them. The Gear VR videos that are stereoscopic 3D are breathtaking. You know, so.
I mean,
Yeah, have you ever watched? Oops, go ahead.
When you touch on subjects like that, something as simple as VR desktop that's for the Rift and for HTC Vive, when you add in like your stereo cube maps in there, and you're just in your desktop and you can look around you maybe in a Japanese fucking garden in 3D, and it's stunning.
Right. Chris, are you about to land on a planet there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just coming in just to have a little close look at this valley.
So you're playing Horizons right now, right?
Yeah, man.
That looks amazing. I just kind of looked over and saw that the texture, just even from far away, is amazing. I don't have Horizons yet, but man, I keep. So is Horizons accessible through Oculus Home, or you have to go through Steam VR, right?
I'm in Steam VR at the moment.
Okay, and can you I guess you just start Steam VR and you just start the game, right? And it just goes right to the Oculus from there. Because I haven't tried this yet.
That's right. You just sideload it in, so you just allow from other sources.
Right.
And then, boom. You can
I was just thinking about this, like,
we're
so pumped about recording like videos with our new headsets, but really we're the only ones that are going to see a difference, right? I mean,
of course. No, I've thought about this the whole time. When you're recording
like,
a video,
the only thing that's going to change is being like, oh my gosh, it looks
one
a little bit better.
Yeah, well, I mean, the difference for the viewer is that, hey, look, I'm looking at somebody wearing something different.
Right, that is it. Yeah,
right. Which is why I haven't cared at all about uploading content that's been in both, because I want to see the stuff. And frankly, as everybody said, the new software, the runtime software, has been the biggest update here. I mean, as far as what I've been concerned, and it really did take you from a moment of meh to yeah. Kind of like the Orion update for the Leap Motion.
There's the new runtime's fucking amazing. The new runtime is amazing. When you look at when they've added async and pretty much everything that exists content-wise, and when you look at something like DCS World, which was a very hard game to run on any system, it didn't matter what system you had, that was difficult to run. This async that they've added in is fucking amazing,
Yeah.
It really is. It's a massive leap forward. And for guys that are just getting a CV1 and they don't understand where we've come from DK1, DK2 and onwards, it really is. It's fucking mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing what the new runtime's doing.
I agree, man.
Yeah, so far, Project Cars and DCS were games that I always had stuttering issues with, but since I've been in VR for a while now, it never really bothered me that much. But now that 1.3 runs those games, or those games can run on 1.3, it's been such a pleasant thing to jump in DCS for once and Project Cars and not worry at all about performance issues.
Exactly, Bill. And the word that you used there, pleasant, that's what VR needs to be. VR needs to be pleasant, you know what I mean? When you put it on, it sounds like such a boring fucking word, pleasant.
Yeah.
It sounds like a boring fucking word, but when you've come from DK1 and you've seen the stuttering bullshit up to DK2 and things have progressed slowly, and it's come to 1.3 and things are flawless. Pleasant is exactly where we need to fucking be.
Yet.
Well,
2.0 now. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. It needs to be comfortable. It needs to be easy to use, which it finally is. When I took my DK2 to my dad's house, I had so many problems with things not working correctly, simply because I plugged the USBs into different spots and things like that. It wasn't operating the same way because of the software. And so I agree. It's been a lot better. Chris.
Greg, I've broken my ship.
Yeah, let's say.
You broken your shit or your ship?
My ship. I tried to deploy my buggy.
I'm just glad you've not broken your sphincter.
Yeah, no. You need to deploy your buggy because Nathan in chat said he said that you need to go over to the moon and walk over it.
I can't deploy my buggy anymore.
You need to land.
No, yeah. Say while you're on the moon, you need to go over to the crater that has Hooper Mation's picture in there, and you go look at Hooper Mation's picture in the crater.
Right, dude. Look down in the center of your console. Just look down.
Yeah, I know. There's no. I can hear the buggy attempting to be deployed continually in the back.
Okay, guys.
It's knackered.
You've seen it here first. UKRifter confirms. Elite Dangerous is fucked.
I'm flying off in a mood.
Nah,
flat landing gear.
I'm sure you just got.
Whoa! Look at this.
Chris, have you seen the 2.0 1.6 update that's coming to Elite in the next few weeks?
No. Is that the engineering one?
Oh yes, oh yes, mate. They're a way to fire in deep and dirty with that Elite Dangerous shit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'll start getting back into it again.
We need to get back on that. I miss it.
Totally broken my ship, man. Totally broken my ship.
We need to get back on that. Make some content.
You know what? I don't want to be a dick about it, but this isn't so amazing that you should just be shitting yourself about having a CV1. And, compared to a DK2. That's what I'm saying. I mean, comfort-wise, it's amazing. It's certainly noticeably higher resolution. But I wouldn't say it's so much better that you should all be so super excited about this.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be a dick about it.
No, but Chris, when you look at this logically, people don't have access to DK2 anymore. They can't buy it.
You're coming from nothing. This is absolutely fucking amazing.
Have you tried the Gear VR by chance?
I have, yeah. No, I love that as well.
So as far as clarity with the gear and this one, I mean, what's your?
I see. I'd say this is slightly better, maybe, or just marginally better.
Because I know, I looked for pictures and I could see them, but they're smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, turn to your left or your right and bring up one of the menus.
I can't, man. My ship's knackered. Seriously, look.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I've totally broken my ship. I'm just gonna.
Okay, so on the left of your radar, you've got the basic sort of "Where am I" screen.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. You can't see the menu, so how is that? Obviously you're in AO first. I can see what's going on there, but how is that text? Is the text better there?
It certainly seemed a lot clearer, considering it's orange.
Yeah,
I haven't changed it to blue, which is orange is usually a lot less clear than blue. It seems a lot brighter and clearer and crisper, for sure. But not so considerable so as to make you think, oh my god. But unless I've just got used to it, I don't know.
One of the things that I've noticed with Elite since it sideloads as well is you really need to go into the gamma settings and drop the gamma down.
Yeah.
Vinicius Polo. He says, Chris, you need virtual desktop so you can see the podcast while using the Oculus. But would that put the game on a 2D screen inside virtual desktop, or would you actually get? Can you play a game and see virtual desktop windows at the same time?
You can if you have multiple monitors. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I've got 3 monitors, and so if I sit there and I can play a game, if I'm playing Elite, for example, I'm still going to be surrounded by Elite, but I can also have a monitor still there.
Yep.
Can you?
Yep. VR desktop works with multiple monitors.
So you could realistically play what you're playing right now, and then have the window of the podcast up right there, and he could still see us, right?
I suppose you could, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's pretty darn sweet, Vinicius. Good call out there. Let's make sure that happens in the future.
I'll try and figure that out.
Virtual desktop. I think virtual desktop's $15? I need to.
Yeah, man. Virtual desktop's amazing, and the dude Guy Godin that created virtual desktop did this for free for so long. You know what I mean?
I had the free one.
I mean, Guy Godin that makes it, he gave me a key for the Steam version of it, but I've used VR Desktop for a long time, and it's a fucking outstanding program. You know? One thing that it does need is motion control, so that you can touch your desktop icons and basically interact with your computer VR.
Right, which realistically wouldn't be that hard to implement. I mean,
no, it hasn't been added yet, and I've spoke to Guy about this a few times via Twitter, and it is something that he's looking to implement.
Greg, I've really broken Elite.
You just let him know, and I can. Oh my God! Yeah, you are hacking.
I'm really breaking Elite.
You quit your hacking, and you are underneath the ground. It looks like at the moment.
I
can
can't
see
even
it looks
stop
like
happening. I can't
Billy
even
looks
control
like-
it now.
Billy, are you getting ready with War Thunder? It looks like.
Yeah, I wanted to see. I was gonna update it just for the hell
Go
of it.
for it, Billy. Go for it.
I have a little camera that's behind Billy. I can see what he's doing at all times. Usually, I don't want to watch it because of obvious reasons. One thing I noticed too, a little call out. GameHard. I'm sorry. GameHard's always on my mind, so I can't.
Yeah, man. He's always on our minds.
Immersive Gamer 83 just uploaded a video. You guys should check it out if you get a chance. It's a BMW E34 Oculus Rift road trip, and he's got the G27 wheel. I think Immersive Gamer's driving game, his videos are really, really cool. For me, I like to just kind of chill out and watch him just because he sits there and he actually just like, you can tell he's just driving like he would a real car. He really, really takes the responsibility of the virtual road like it's a serious place.
He's
and the way
so
the
immersive.
Yeah, I mean, he's
so immersive.
but he's in there and he's sitting there taking it, and he drives 30 minutes. He goes, from one place to another. I can't actually remember where he actually
stops
drives.
at traffic lights as well. It's really actually.
Oh yeah, he stops at traffic. He doesn't sit there and go around that. No, he does everything legit. He passes people nicely, and
So immersive. I just can't get over it. So immersive.
I've never seen anything so immersive since.
No.
1983.
And
Immersive Gamer.
It's a game. And like this one time back in '83, I was talking to him, and he was like telling me how he was going to get a BMW E34 and play it. And that guy, he always does what he says. He always does what he says. So,
Talking of which, Caleb and Billy, I need a word with both of you.
Principal's office again, Billy. Shit.
You're gonna get spanked, dude. No, it's.
Reset Oculus.
Yeah, I'm drunk as fuck.
What's happening?
He was talking, and all of a sudden, I don't know, he just dipped out, and then Billy's gone. Everybody just disappeared. Like, I just looked.
Yeah, I need a word with you guys later.
Whoa!
Oh, what the fuck, Chris?
I've broken Elite.
Okay.
What the hell? Oh, now we're okay. It's back.
Okay.
So, are we going to
Really good.
EGX?
Well, yeah, I think so. Is that in Birmingham?
It is indeed. We actually missed out on the last one. I was gutted. While you're playing Elite Dangerous, there was a dude who has a very famous Elite Dangerous channel called Obsidian Ant.
I know Obsidian Ant, yeah.
He has a fucking brilliant Elite Dangerous channel. He has covered VR, he's covered Elite normally, and it's a pretty in-depth channel. He was at last EGX, and basically he was there when they showed off the Vive with Elite for the first time. And yeah, I think we need to fucking turn up at that shit, Giant Cop, dude.
So.
Giant Cop, dude, was talking about being there last year, and they're going to be there this year. We need to turn up.
Oh, shit.
Like drunk motherfuckers.
If you guys have an opportunity to go to a VR meetup, I would definitely do it. I haven't had any that have been close to me.
This isn't just a VR meetup. It's the UK's equivalent of, I suppose, E3.
Okay. I'm gonna call out to the viewers, please. If anybody knows of any VR meetups that are around Missouri or even Florida, in the next little bit of time, you just please let me or Billy know, or VR Gamer dude. I really want to know about it. Also, I used to live in Chicago for a little bit, and I noticed Chicago is finally starting to get on that VR scene. If somebody in Chicago is doing some really cool VR stuff, I will move to Chicago. You know what? I don't care about being by the coast. I go back to Chi-Town. So
it smells like fish, though.
Yep. Oh, you know what? It's a great little place. All right, and we love it there. You got to pay for your
Chicago.
ketchup at some places, but
I was just meaning the coast in general.
right. Yeah, no, Chicago's a good place, man. My wife used to work at Tempo Cafe, and I used to go to school at Loyola College there, so it was a
How
fun
do you
little
say that?
Loyola College.
College.
Loyola.
Areola College.
He can't say it, which means he's lying. Clearly.
Areola College. That's like nipple college.
Greg, how did you get so drunk so fast?
I've drunk, fuck me, like a half bottle of whiskey, dude.
Reset Oculus.
You know what? You know what it is.
Reset Coculus.
You know what it is. I got
Yes.
I got a Skype call yesterday. I'm not gonna go into this too much. I got a fucking Skype call yesterday from what I would regard as my fucking brother. Regardless, he ruined my fucking day, mate. I was
Really?
at work. Yeah, I was at work and I got a Skype call. My phone rang, and this daft motherfucker on the other end called Gamehard. He's like, you know what? Sorry I've not been in touch the past few days. I've been in hospital and had issues. And he ruined my fucking day. I've never felt so bad for anybody in my bastard life.
No, I know what you mean, man. I know, that was a
So
real shock to the system, wasn't it?
tonight I'm a bit drunk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? After watching his fucking video today, I'm a little bit drunk. And I feel a little bit harsh for the dude. He put up a video today. I smashed it on fucking Reddit. I smashed it on all the Reddits and said, look,
Still on the
this
front
dude,
page, I think.
this dude has fucking done his best for you guys for the past 2 years. And he's done it off his own back for no other reason than the fact that he fucking loves doing it, you know what I mean? And he called me and he told me what had happened, and I was fucking horrified. I've been in tears.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm a dick. I'm a dick. I admit it. And I can be a bit loud and leery sometimes, mostly in my videos. I'm a boring bastard. But this dude is my fucking brother, as are the rest of you guys. And I got this phone call yesterday and I was fucking gutted.
Mm.
And yeah, I apologise.
I know, it sounds...
If I'm a bit drunk, I apologise, but I feel a bit lost without the dude tonight. You know what I mean?
I agree, man. And all we can hope is he'll make a quick recovery. I think the thing about Gamehard, and you said it yourself. I mean, this is all public knowledge. It's on his videos. These videos are still up there if you want to learn about Gamehard's life. He's very open about it. But the fact is that somehow, like, if this happened to anybody, you'd think this is a terrible shame. But the fact it happened to Gamehard, it makes it 20 times worse because he's had a shit life. He's had a really, really bad run of luck. You know what I mean? And none of it's really his fault, you know? It's just stuff, external factors have made his life the way it is, and now this happens? You think...
Right. And
man.
one thing, I just gotta say, since Gamehard's not here, and I completely agree with you, Chris. You're right. I mean, it's out of all the things to happen to people, why has it got to happen to the people that are, you know, trying and actually good people? You know, why can't it happen to that douchebag who's speeding his car by
North Korea,
not
dude.
slowing down, right? You know. And one thing I do got to say though is Gamehard's the kind of spirit though. He doesn't. I don't think he ever wants anybody feeling bad for him in the sense. And, and as far as like what you said with his life, I do agree. He's had a hard run. As far as a life, man, I could say just as far as even myself or any one of you guys, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of every one of you, and I'm jealous of myself in the sense of, hey, we've all had blessings, and the fact that we're even here on a little podcast. Thanks for having viewers, guys. I'm appreciative that you guys are in here and watch us. I mean, seriously, and Gamehard knows this too. He's not somebody who takes it lightly when somebody watches a video or likes a video.
No.
If some random guy jumps on his video and they dislike it just because they don't even know who he is or whatever, that shit hurts, you know, even for a guy like that, because they're caring about stuff. So I do want to say, yeah, life's been tough for him, but he is a dude who always picks himself back up. And yeah, he might even say something in the video here and there, but that's how emotions are.
Can I say something? And this is going out to the Reddit community. This did Gamehard. He's posted on Reddit for a couple of years now, and guys have liked his content, and that was the reason that I actually shared his video today on fucking Reddit, and I kept an eye on it, and he done quite well, but basically, I asked people on Reddit to subscribe to his channel, not because I thought I want you guys to watch every single fucking video this dude's made. That
No.
wasn't the reason. It was because he's in fucking bad times. And
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? There's 72,000 fucking viewers on this Reddit. You guys have watched his videos, regardless of whether you think he's a fucking expert reviewer or not.
I don't think people realise.
He's in fucking bad times.
But I
And
don't think people realise,
I
man.
just wanted to see him fucking smile. You know what I mean? This
I know
dude
what you
is
mean.
like my fucking brother, mate.
Well, the thing is that you're absolutely right, and like if you look at, I don't think people realise that the only true measure we have as YouTubers of being appreciated is subscriber base. So, you know, we talk about almost every video I make, I say, yeah, and please subscribe. And the only way people can show their support for Gamard would be to subscribe. That's like saying, I care enough about your channel that I actually want to know what you're talking about, and I want to be alerted when you make something, when you create content.
Yeah, man.
And if he came back and saw even like 1,000 more subs, it would like make him, it would give him hope, you know, because VR is like his life for the last couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, you know, one of the things that fucking horrifies me the most is the fucking dizziness.
Yeah, I worry about that. But I read up a lot about that today. I read a whole bunch of like articles about how it affects your vestibular system and how like strokes can create this dizziness. Because when you told me that, I thought that's like living in hell. I mean, how the hell is he going to get out of that? You know, how does he get past that? But I read about it, and there's all these exercises you can do, and your brain effectively repairs itself, and the dizziness will stop, right? And then you'll be back, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say just to I want to somewhat. I mean, I care about Gamehard. I don't want to put it too much out there because I mean I care about him too, and I know he doesn't want too much to be stuck on it, and that's out of respect too. At the same
this
time,
is all public knowledge, mate.
Talk about the stroke real quick. I know a few people who have had one, and absolutely, it is something that's terrible. People recover from them, and actually, one good thing, and I know this is silly, but hey, honestly, VR is something that people are working with therapy with all kinds of things, including stroke therapy.
Yeah.
Not that it's something to even bring up, but hey, the nice thing is we are working in a field of the world where it's all knowledgeable, and that guy is you know, he's at home, he's part of our crew, and I don't know, with the positivity of the community that we have, as well as the devices, the physical, the true medical things that these things can offer. You know, that dude, I believe in his recovery. I'm for it. I'm positive for him. I have to be. You know, talking about things in people's lives. I think every single one of us, whether we're having a paradise life at the moment or not, we've all gone through our hard times, and we all understand that, you know, this is something that we really, 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 you know, need to care about with other people. And yeah, if you're into VR right now and you're in this community and you're watching our channel, you must care about GameHard because he's part of the Spies. So it really would mean a lot to us if you'd sit there and at least subscribe to him. Make sure your friends are subscribed to him, because it's all full circle. This VR is going with the health and going with people going through hard times, because the biggest thing about virtual reality is bringing people together from faraway places, and that's my mind, that's my opinion, and because it's the strongest thing for me. I've played so many games that are cool, but the strongest things is the community that I've built up with, or that when I go meet somebody, or when I race with somebody, or I'm flying around in the sky with somebody else, not by myself, but with another person. That's when you feel that connection. And Greg, as you've said, I'm sorry to interrupt you so much, Greg, but I love you, buddy, and you more than any of us, Greg has been just on top of keeping this friendship up with all of us and making sure that he's on top of, you know, being able to just know what's going on in our lives. And Greg, you always hit me up and say, hey, you know, Caleb, I haven't heard from you in 5 or 6 days. What the hell are you doing? What are you up to? And I know you're doing that with not only all of us, but GameHard especially. And he needs you as a buddy. He needs you as a friend, and you've been a great friend. I do want to say thank you to you, Greg. You're a top-notch guy. I know you're drunk right now, but you know, you
no.
That guy
not, so there you go.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, so it's good to talk about this stuff. I do want to keep it somewhat lighthearted because I mean we're very positive people.
Yeah,
and I know. GameHard is certainly gonna fucking overcome this shit.
Yeah, no, of course he is.
Like somebody said with that comment with Lemons, Wormslayer, you know, he's gonna fucking.
Wormslayer's the fucking dude, man. He's a dude.
But Greg, you as just props to you, man, because I do really enjoy seeing your passion, man. It's nice to see that. It's nice to see that in this community. As sad as it is in this moment, it's fucking good to see somebody that passionate about somebody else. So I
just I'm looking at his stats now. He gained 76 subs yesterday. I think he you know, that's a nice little nod to say
Mate,
thanks. But
my passion for this is from DK1. You know what I mean? I
Right.
stepped into DK1 and I saw that thing and I was like, holy fuck, I can see the future here. I'm not joking. I put it on my face and I was like, I can see the future here. I can understand where this is going.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw all your guys' channels. Basically, I saw GameHard's channel first, and I saw Wayne's channel first, and Chris's channel first. And I'm like, I can see where this is going, and I can see fucking community here, and I can see a reason to grow fucking community and bring people together. Like VR chat are trying to do, like Altspace VR are trying to do, but try and do that through a gaming community, you know?
Totally.
And we've all grown as fucking friends. We've been speaking for quite a long time now. We've all grown as friends, and if you don't feel an emotional bond with one of us guys that are in here, well, it's a fucking sad day if you don't feel that shit.
well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I think a good indicator of that is that I'm spending almost every Friday night either playing VR games with you guys or you know, getting drunk in VR on this podcast. You know.
Yeah, and I have to apologise for Chris when he says every Friday night, because I think he's been whip-slashed from the missus, because he used to be in here quite a lot more.
Yeah, that's true. No, but it's actually, I don't know. I think I drink a hell of a lot more now. I know you guys. It's really strange.
Yeah,
we do a lot of social drinking, even though I've never actually met any of you face to face. It's messed up, man.
Frankfurt, motherfucker, Frankfurt.
The goal here is, we haven't said it out loud, but the goal here is eventually we're going to have a Spies meetup. And when I say Spies meetup, I don't mean VR. I mean IRL, guys. That's right. Everybody.
IRL.
Everyone.
Oh, I've got some news about that. About Crytek.
Oh, yeah, that's related.
So Crytek. What? What happened?
Nothing.
No, go ahead. Crytek.
So Crytek got back to me, Greg.
Nice hair, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, they got back to me with plane tickets. So I am going to Frankfurt. So
Excellent, mate.
I'm crafting an email. And I will say, well, we're a team, so
You
we'll
made
have this
my
guy.
Hey, you just bring your selfie camera, Chris.
Chris, you made my sphincter twitch there. You didn't give me the answer I wanted to hear, but you made my sphincter twitch.
No, I haven't got any good news like that, man. But it's phase one. It's phase one of the plan. Let's just say that.
Okay. Sphincter twitch, calm down for the second.
Good. I don't like.
I want to get funding for Gamard. I want him to be able to come to the U.S.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll tell you right now, it's not a problem of getting an acceptance letter, because, man, we will give you recommendations, which they can ask for.
You know what I was wanting to do, and this is going a bit off subject today, and it'd probably be quite difficult to do.
That's happened once today.
I really want to try and get in touch with Oculus, the PR department, and say, look, this motherfucker has done this for 2 or 3 years now, selflessly promoted you guys. Whether you give a flying fuck or not, he's in a bit of a hard time at the moment. Send him a goodwill message or something.
Oh yeah, and just in case anyone's watching, and then if anyone's thinking of paying for the Rose and I, don't buy that shit. It's a load of crap.
Oh,
right?
Yeah? Did you buy it?
No, seriously, it's absolute load of shit.
Did you
The
buy it?
Rose and I
Rubbish.
do not bother. I can't believe they charge money for that utter load of crap.
Did you actually buy it, buddy?
No, I didn't, but GameHard reviewed it, and they gave him a legal strike, and he got 6 months banned.
Yeah, he basically got bent over. He basically got bent over the Google AdSense desk and reamed for it.
Right, no, totally. I was just wondering if you actually watched it yourself.
No.
Yeah, I did. I watched GameHard's video, and you're like, fucking really, guys.
Yeah.
What video was that?
The Rose? It's actually, wait, what is it? The Daisy and Me? The Flower and Him?
Oh, I gotcha.
The
Rose.
Sphincter and I.
What is it?
Yeah. The Rose and I.
The Sphincter and I.
It's some
Yeah,
bullshit thing.
it's like an Egyptian building, like the sphincter. It's like an Egyptian thing.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a sphincter. Greg, can you do me a favour, mate? Can you check your email, see if you've got any notification from Vive?
Oh.
I got an email from Swingstar. What is this?
Sphincter, you got an email from
Sphincter.
Oh, no.
Billy, that was me. That was me.
Swingstar, dude, you gotta play Swingstar. I think I'll do it.
Is it good?
It's. Is somebody listening? It's good.
Okay.
Oh, Christopher.
It's okay.
Greg.
You gotta play it. You gotta play it.
Everyone, shut the fuck up.
Wow.
We are about to finalize your fucking order.
Woo!
It doesn't get delayed. Please ensure that the funds you've got are in your bank. Blah de blah de blah. Suck on my dick. Vive.
Yay. Greg, I'm so pleased you said that because I got the same email. I would have felt like a right bastard if I got both.
Smash! Fucking smash it.
So you guys are going to be running around your rooms playing little games together. That's going to be so cute.
It's going to be great, man.
Are you gonna sell your Rift?
I don't know, man. I don't.
Can I give you an honest opinion here? I think you should keep that thing. I think you should keep it, and I think the community would be interested to watch what goes in both.
Yeah, no, I do.
And I can understand your sort of feelings that you've had about Vive and Rift and all that crap, but I think, in all honesty, you're in a privileged position at the moment.
Yeah, you're right. It's very, very lucky if I get both. Yeah.
Yeah. There's been a lot of fucking issues with shipping on both subjects. The Rift has been delayed. The Vive has had credit card fucking declines.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I think you should keep both.
Yeah.
If financially it's viable for you, then keep them.
Yeah, I just I just don't know if I'm ever gonna plug it back in.
Well, that.
You know what I mean?
Buy a second computer.
Well, can I tell you one thing, mate?
Yeah.
When you look at this, yeah, you've got basically when you're talking about plugging it in, you're talking about swapping a couple of USB ports and HDMI ports on the back of your PC.
Yeah, I guess that's all it is, isn't it? It's not like there's going to be any driver interference or anything.
No, if you do your cable management properly, you can put a couple of cable ties on there and have the two headsets connections cable tied, so they're very short connections between interface. And that then really shouldn't pose you any problem.
Antiques Roadshow. Push for any more. Antiques
So,
Roadshow will be
I mean, you're in a fucking privileged position, mate. You've got both coming. You've got the Rift there now.
Yeah, I think I'll certainly review it for the first couple of months.
I think you should. I think you should fucking keep hold of it.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. I don't particularly want to sell it because the next guy that gets it, I'm not being funny, right? I know it sounds
He's gonna have like your kids' fingerprints and shit everywhere.
Well, no, it's not that. I just think I don't particularly want to sell something that's worth 500 quid for £1,000.
No, well, don't be a prick.
No, it just seems like an arsehole thing to do.
Yeah, don't.
It's exploitative, isn't it?
Well, to be perfectly honest, if you want to sell it for a fucking reasonable price. Buy
it now. Yeah,
don't be one of these fucking dickheads on fucking eBay that's saying, I want 1,500 quid for a 500 quid device.
Yeah, no, I would buy it from you.
If you do want to do that, sell it for a fucking reasonable price.
Yeah,
But in my honest opinion, keep a hold of the fucking thing.
I'm thinking now I'll keep hold of it until at least kind of... you know what? Because even when Oculus Touch comes out, it might just blow the Vive out of the water.
It might well do. We don't fucking know, mate. We really don't know.
Oh, we definitely will.
I need to go pee. I'll be back in a minute.
Definitely will.
Definitely will. There's not even a doubt.
So,
because your hand goes into it as opposed to holding a wand. I mean.
No, I do agree. I mean, I've held the Vive controls. I haven't used the Vive controls, but I held them. And I've held the Oculus Touch controls, and I can say categorically the touch controllers are better. They
Right, right.
just feel right in your hand.
Right,
They just,
and I mean, if you were playing a game where, for example, you're holding something that would be
yeah,
like a Vive
like that.
remote, then it'd be fine. But I mean, like you said, with touch, yeah, everything else with your hands, the touch is perfect. You
Mm.
know, or even guns. I saw people using the touch. The touch looks great with guns. I mean, you're holding the Vive controller as a gun. That's nothing like a gun. I mean, I like Vive. I'm gonna say that I like Vive. I would love to have a Vive. I'm just, even if I'm in my Vive, I would still be saying this. I'd be saying this doesn't feel like a gun. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I
just-
can't wait for people to have like a gun with like docking stations for the Vive controllers or touch controllers,
Mm.
so you can hold them different, like stationary, and then have a gun. You know,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm most pumped for. Or even putting it in something and then I don't know, changing into a different style of controller.
Sure, sure. I got Shane asking me if I'm going to rebrand, and basically, I know I said I'd rebrand, but I can't be asked. I'll have to change the
Rebrand?
logo, rebrand.
Are you going
the
to
channel.
rebrand?
I don't
I
think
was
people.
thinking about it, but
Just like a Coca-Cola is a soda for everybody in certain places. When you say the Rift, it means a VR headset. Okay.
I think it is as well.
And I agree with you right there. And I'm never ever going to think it none the wiser that. I think people of the future, Oculus came first. I'm sorry, Coke was the biggest thing. So I mean, the names are going to go together. I got me a Rift back at home. This is a Vive.
I'm not sure it'll stick, but we'll see.
Hey, you're UKRifter forever, and if you change your name, I won't know who you are. Right?
Yeah.
And you're dead to me.
That's
You're
cool.
dead to me. Because only UKRifters in this.
On a personal note, marketing-wise, this is probably a bad thing to say marketing-wise, but every one of us have to consider that when we put out content. Personally, rebranding, I don't think it's a fucking bad idea.
Hmm.
Looking at it from a logical fucking perspective.
You're talking about from like a YouTube branding scenario, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about Chris talking about rebranding himself.
Right, from
Not
the
just-
YouTube brand, from his
Yeah,
name.
well, yeah, from YouTube and whatever else that's involved in that.
Right.
My porn studios.
Yeah, right.
Well.
Rifter Studio. Oh, that can stay. Rifter works perfect.
Yeah, UK sphincter.
You and your spankers.
But no, I mean,
You're going to get even more drunk now you've got that HTC Vive pre-order. You've forgotten about that, haven't you?
I mean, it could be quite a difficult thing for you to do and a pain in the arse, but I don't know. It could be a positive
I
thing
don't
as
know,
well.
I'm not big
I-
enough to
I
survive a
covered myself,
rebrand.
man.
I'm
I just-
pretty
I just
sure
think
you
you
are.
are.
I'm pretty sure you are, Chris.
Thanks.
You know.
Mm.
See, Chris, just do one
Maybe.
good thing. Just go ahead and put a logo up yourself, and then put an Oculus and a Vive logo, and you're covered. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Everybody
I just need
sees
to
it.
change
Oh,
that
the
logo.
logos are there.
I need to make that logo like a generic VR unit.
Well, I mean, this is one of the things. Like for you yourself, Chris, you've been around YouTube for quite some time now. I haven't been around YouTube as long as you. When I got my DK1 probably around the same time as you, and I was never really sort of taken by making videos
No, I was the same
until
with
I
stuff.
met Wayne and Gamehard. They were the two fucking dafties that. Well, in fact, it was fucking Wayne that was the dafty that got me into making videos. But you've been around for a long time now, so yeah, it's an interesting subject. Like,
It is. I'm actually I'm opening up the logo on my screen now to rebrand it as we speak. Let's just see if I can. Let me see if I can share my rebranding exercise here.
Rebranding exercise.
it sounds like some sort of heated cow experience.
Okay. and
I've
we
got
are-
Paint open because I'm a pro.
Oh,
So here we
no.
go.
Oh no.
I don't know. I need to fill that bit in. That bit there. I don't know how to make
Oh
that.
my god, that's so weird. Okay, sorry. I just came
I don't know
back
how
to
to make
real
it
life for a second, and that was insane. Everything I was looking at in here was way bigger.
Oh, talking about coming back to real life, Caleb, have you seen the new, it was like it wasn't Guinness, it was an Irish beer advert where they basically took guys off the street and they slapped a gear on their face.
Really?
Nice.
Nice.
It was for some sort of Irish beer. They took guys off the street in Ireland, they put a gear on their face, and they were looking around, and they were in Ireland in the gear, and then the next thing they knew that they were seeing the interior of like an Irish pub.
Right, and they give them a beer.
And someone took them by the hand and kind of guided them as they were looking through this Irish pub experience. And they took two sort of half sections of a studio and snapped them together on wheels, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
and
yeah?
inside that studio was like an Irish pub.
Right.
So these guys that were randomly picked off the street were seeing the interior of this Irish pub.
No.
The next minute, they're standing inside this fucking Irish pub studio that had been snapped together with guys drinking beer, and everything that they could see inside the gear was what was actually going on inside this fucking fake pub. And they were told in the gear, lift the headset off your face. And as they lifted the headset off their face, what was going on in reality was what was going on inside this fake pub set. So basically, they'd stepped from the street into VR, into a pub in VR, took the headset off, and they were where they were seeing inside VR. And the reactions were pretty crazy, you know.
That's cool, man.
Nice.
Super cool.
Sure, Union Jack there. Can't do Union Jacks when I'm drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm gonna be now. UKRifter.
Yay, VR. That's so you, Chris. Yay, VR.
It is. Yay, VR. I'm always saying that. It's my catchphrase.
What? Jolly spiffing?
What's up, guys? It's UKRifter. Yay, VR.
Yay, VR.
What?
Yay,
What?
VR.
UKRifter, you should send me that photo real quick. You should put it in Dropbox.
Hey, guys.
You should use the old what?
I should chuck that in. What? What? Hey, you know what? I reckon we should probably end it. I've just noticed it's 2:30. How did that happen? Well, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm not saying we should end it. That would be weird. But seeing as I'm running the cast, it will end. So
it's all fucked, guys. Chris
that's
is
the paradox.
It's all fucked.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if I shut my computer down, this will end.
He doesn't want me to Photoshop his face. That's what he's trying to say.
He doesn't care about you, VR enthusiast. He's leaving.
You're always photoshopping my face into porn, and I've told you to stop it.
Hey, you know what? I don't make them public as long as they're not public. You should be fine with it, okay? And what I do in my own time.
I'm still putting that lotion on my skin that you asked me to do.
Well, you have to rub it on clockwise.
Is that on the wrinkly skin, Chris? Is that on the old wrinkly walnut?
Oh, God.
It's not a wrinkly walnut anymore because it's clockwise, right?
Did you say clockwise or clockwise?
With the grain.
Seriously, how the fuck? I thought the podcast had ended about 10 minutes ago. And I thought we were just talking shit and the podcast had ended. I've had too much to drink. And I've realised there's still 25 people watching this bollocks.
Yeah, man. We're still going strong, buddy. We're going strong.
Is it really that strong?
Shout out to Dennis Richards. Because I'm sure
on?
I don't know, but I'm sure he fucking is. Really?
No, I didn't see his name up at all tonight.
Dennis, you're a fucking traitor. Dennis, you're a traitor.
Yeah, we were about to say great things about you, but right now...
Okay, wait. So let me see if I can get my audio to say goodbye then. I want to see if I can get that cool sound effect to work and not...
Dennis is in his vibe, you know? You know Dennis got his vibe?
Matt Poole is still here. Dudes.
Yeah, Dennis got his vibe on Monday. He was away overclockers in the UK, upgrading his PC for his Vive, and yeah.
Mental.
Nice one.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, mate. Good old Dennis, he deserves it. He's been watching VR for a long time.
He has been, mate. He's been with me since video 1.
Really? Yeah. I'd say,
so was he watching Immersive Gamer then before you, too?
Yeah, he was. And Dennis jumped over and started watching my channel, and he's been with me since video 1, mate.
Wayne got you into YouTube, right? Wayne was the one that...
Well, basically, I was into YouTube beforehand, mate. But I was just a viewer. You know what I mean? I had a DK1, and I was a viewer. And I used to love watching Chris. I used to love watching you guys. I used to love watching Gamehard and Wayne. And that was because I was so passionate about VR. I had my DK1 and I fucking loved all the content that I could get. I loved it. I loved to watch it. I loved to see new fucking experiences that I didn't know about. And when I met Wayne in GameHard, it was through comments. And I used to love watching those guys. Wayne used to make mods in Assetto Corsa at the time. Well, not make mods. He used to make modded videos in Assetto Corsa at the time. GameHard had amazing content at the same time. So did Chris. And I remember the reason that we got involved was it was a video perception and vortex discussion between myself and Wayne, and then we brought GameHard in, and since then it's been a passion, man. You know, a proper fucking passion of mine. And not long after that, I brought Wayne and GameHard sort of together because I was speaking to the two of them individually and we came together. I was also speaking to Chris, and a long ass time ago I tried to get Chris in like an Assetto Corsa video, which you remember that, Chris, yeah?
I do.
That was a long ass time ago and nothing ever came.
No, I was a bit shy back then, to be honest.
You were like a sort of gay boy. Pardon the pun. Pardon the fucking nonsense. But yeah.
No, I just keep having kids to try and prove
you
them.
You know what I mean? It's like it's something that I've never been so passionate about something in my fucking life as VR.
Yeah, Chris and Wayne were the two first ones I saw, and Wayne actually just commented on all my videos. The first ones I was putting up, he was always just commenting and asking questions.
I think I remember the first interaction I had with Wayne would be Birdie King Land. Wayne had been pumping up videos and I was like, dude, I just checked this shit out. You need to fucking make a video. You know, I didn't make videos and I was scared of making videos.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, dude, fucking check this shit out. And he made a video and he's like, one of my subscribers has asked me to make this video. And he done it, and I actually felt fucking privileged at the time. You know what I mean? Because I was so passionate about this shit. I felt privileged that someone had actually taken time to fucking read my comment and make a video about a comment that I'd created. And
yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and like all of us now having our own channels and making content together, when we get comments like that, it's fucking lovely, you know.
I think the first guy that contacted me was actually Nathan. Nathan sent me a message, and he wanted to do some collaborative stuff with me, and I was a bit hesitant, to be honest. Not because I didn't like Nathan, it's just I didn't really want to do that many videos. I wasn't that into it at the time. I think I had about 300 subscribers, and I wasn't really trying very hard. I still don't try very hard, you know. Nathan kindly offered, but then I think he got bored of asking after about a month of trying to get me on Skype, and he just said, you know what, I don't think you actually want to do any videos, and you know, I'm glad I didn't get involved with him, to be honest, because look at his channel, it's going nowhere, is it? I mean, I'm only joking, Nathan, just mucking up. But no, I think it was Nathan that contacted me. And Fitz as well.
He's a fucking lovely guy, mate.
Yeah, lovely guy.
All right.
He's a fucking young lad.
He's a young one.
And he is. He's a young lad, and he's doing fucking very, very well for himself, man.
Yeah, no, good luck to him.
He's not. When I'm saying he's doing very, very well for himself, I don't mean financially. He's making a fortune out of YouTube, but he's got a very good channel.
Yeah.
His content's good. It's well edited, and
yeah, spot on, man.
The kid's doing fucking well, and he's not fucking stupid either, huh?
Well, I can only assume he has a high IQ. He seems quite intelligent. No, he seems very clever, and he can do all the clever editing stuff. And he's done dev work in the past, I believe. But guys, I don't mean to be a party pooper, but I've got to go, and I'm knackered. I'm falling asleep. There you go. I know this. We tend to kind of peter out at the end.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It's cool.
I don't know why.
Go.
Caleb, next time you start the
Gotta
stream.
go.
Well, I need to talk to Caleb and Billy anyway, so.
You remembered. I remember you saying that, and then we like got off subject or something.
No, I haven't
What
forgotten.
is
I
he
actually
doing?
do need to talk to the two of you fucking Yankee motherfuckers.
If you can talk, you do one. You're gonna talk to us, all right, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get you to look at me and smile? Can I get that big smile? I can't see. Yeah.
Who's smiling?
All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm not good at smiling. I like frowning and being.
He's gonna Photoshop your face onto some porn now.
I would never do that to Greg. I don't Photoshop faces of porn on anybody. I would never ever do such a thing. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
man.
Now.
Look at that motherfucker. He looks like a retard, huh? I'm like mentally challenged there.
That's no way to talk about Billy. I mean, seriously.
No.
Man, I don't get drunk too often though. That's for sure.
Caleb, could you do me a favor?
Drinking some
What's up,
Johnny
homie?
Walker.
Johnny
tonight.
Walker
Johnny
Black
Walker
Label,
Black,
man.
man. That's class stuff. I like Johnny Walker Black. That's
You want to
nice
get
stuff.
on the? You want to get
Yeah,
on the
it's
green?
not like too expensive and
No, man, it's nice though.
Get the double black. Go
man.
hardcore.
double black. I don't think
Green.
I've seen that actually.
that's
Green
good.
label.
Good,
All
good.
right. It's okay. It's
Got a
okay.
psycho smile apparently.
Caleb,
Billy,
I'm gonna come to Florida and destroy your sphincter for this nonsense.
Let's see the reaction shot.
You're a liar.
The
You're
what?
a liar. You're a little liar. You're a little.
Oh my God, I look like Zelda out of the fucking what? Chris, what was that thing that Zelda? It was like a Muppet show.
Oh, Thunderbirds.
No, it wasn't Thunderbirds.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't Thunderbirds.
No, Thunderbirds. Come on, guys, in chat.
Fuck! Zelda.
It-
She
it
was
was
like
by-
a
it was,
little freaky,
it was a Jerry
nasty fucking
Yeah,
alien.
Jerry Anderson. Jerry Anderson. It was Thunder something, wasn't it?
It wasn't Thundercats.
It wasn't Thundercats. No, it was Thunder.
Thundercats are oh!
Oh
No.
god, man, it's a Jerry Anderson one.
What the fuck was that, man?
Oh shit. Oh, come on, guys. Elder.
Elder. Oh my God, I look like D.
Mate, I'm gonna have to find this now.
I look like everyday VR. What's going on here? Caleb?
I'm just putting you in.
Terrorhawks, Matt Paul got it.
Terrorhawks.
Well
nice
done.
one. Caleb,
Well done, Matt.
Caleb, you have to stop that. I look like some.
Sorry.
Do it again. I want to see that.
No, don't. I look like everyday VR, man. No offense, Steve. Take it.
Bieber. Go for the Bieber look. That's nice.
Justin Bieber.
I want the beeves.
Talking to fucking Justin Bieber, I see you're on a happy haircut day, Chris.
I am, yeah. I've
Looking good.
done my
Yeah,
hair
man.
as well.
Did a little cliff in there.
You're pretty quick with Photoshop. Nice.
Greg's,
Oh, very quick with
Greg's hot.
this stuff. Baby.
So here now we'll finalize it. We'll
Oh man, I look like a fucking pedophile. Get that off.
Hey kids, I'm Justin Bieber.
Would you like to see my VR puppies? Just come with me, my VR puppies.
I didn't, yeah. Didn't you know Justin Bieber was Scottish?
What do you got there? You got throwing like some actions on there or something like that?
Chris, do you remember those adverts when you were a kid? Don't follow the guy with the puppies.
Yeah. Charlie says.
Charlie says, don't follow the man with the puppies because he will touch your bumhole.
This makes no sense to anyone apart from us.
No. Well, maybe a few UK guys will understand. You know what I mean?
Matt Paul.
Terrorhawks. Terrorhawks. Who got the right answer on Terrorhawks?
Matt Paul.
Matt Poole.
Matt Poole.
Matt has commented on quite a few videos lately. He's retweeted and tweeted stuff. Matt, thumbs up for that one. You're quick off the mark, dude.
I'm just going to steal your screen share there for a second and just share the Charlie says video there. There he goes.
You see the deviant in the background there, Chris?
Oh, yeah, I saw him.
The
I
deviant.
saw him.
It's the
It's
deviant.
okay. He's like, hey, do you want to touch my bumhole? I do like puppies.
Charlie
Come on.
says.
And Charlie goes, what does he say? He says,
Mummy says.
Charlie
Please
says,
don't
I
touch the man.
shouldn't touch your bumhole.
Please don't touch the man's sphincter.
And then he runs away. That seems like something he wouldn't do. Surely he just abduct him.
Mate, it's fucking legitimate. If some did come up to you in the park and says, please, I've got some puppies, come and touch my bumhole, you're going to run like a motherfucker.
No, seriously, Greg, what are the parents doing right now? You know?
Watching Captain Pugwash.
I don't know. This is messed up. I mean, the parents should be looking after that kid and not entrusting his safety to a cat. I mean, I don't know. To me, it seems like the worst kind of parenting.
Did you watch
Cat.
Captain Pugwash?
I did.
None of these people understand because most of our audience are US based. And Billy, Caleb, Caleb, look at that fucking screenshot.
Greg, you're done, man. Look at that guy. I don't know what's in that box over
This
there.
is,
It's his child tools.
Yeah, man, that's my. We'll keep that secret.
It's for you.
That's not for viewers.
Let's send that out to all the viewers somehow.
That's why I sent a photo. That's actually a perfect photo then.
Oh,
That's
God.
pretty sweet.
What the?
I look like Justin Bieber, man. Get that shit off.
You are.
You should go for that. That's
Yeah,
a good
man.
look, man.
Fuck you, bald motherfucker. You know
Greg,
what?
can you grow your hair out, or are you completely bald?
No, I can grow my hair out, man.
Wait, Chris, what kind of face are you making right there? What kind of face was that, Chris?
What? Which one? I only have one face, and that's awesome.
All right, nice, thank you.
Yeah, that's debatable. That is fucking debatable.
Thank you, I got the hat.
Chris, you have the best sense of humor, dude.
I got the.
You and Greg are well, Greg's a little raunchy, mostly raunchy.
He's
So-
raunchy.
But I laugh
Do I
crack up
turn
all
you
the
on,
time.
Billy? Do
I crack
turn
up
you
for
on,
you guys
Billy?
all the time.
We are going to play a little bit with the liquefy tool for once because he did that once in his video.
Oh man, you're gonna make him look like a sloth. Keep
Oh,
that
yeah.
going. He's gonna look like a sloth.
Oh, the bags under my eyes look worse
Yeah,
now.
give him claws and fur. Give him claws and fur, man.
It's power goo, man. He's power gooing me. Power gooing the hell out of my face.
Did you say power goo on your face?
He's putting goo on my face. Get that goo off.
Wayne spoke about bukkake earlier, Chris. But power goo on your face.
That is how I look, isn't it? That's how I imagine I look.
You always want to make one thing smaller, and that's your headphones. Your headphones. Never want.
Right. Caleb, can we give him fur? Come on, give him some fur.
I don't want to be a furry. Oh, I look like a mong now. I look more like a mong. Oh boy.
This is going to be great.
Beautiful.
It is
Beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah, beautiful
It's
man.
fucking horrible experience, Chris. I just went through this.
At least you end up looking like Justin Bieber. I just look like.
I didn't. I look like a cross between fucking some sort of Marilyn Manson pervert and Justin Bieber.
Bring your cheeks in so you have that fat face look. Don't worry. I
Okay,
mean,
that look better now.
I gave it to you on accident, so I'm taking it back away.
I'm looking a little bit like Rutger Hauer now.
Okay, I know this seems silly right
In
now.
it with a sort of Stephen Hawking's liking.
Shane, Shane's just called me a paedophile.
Got rift face? Oh, okay, we're not done yet.
Shane, can I say one thing? You hit the fucking nail on the head.
Look, that's all in the past.
I know.
Why are we recording this shit? Oh dear.
Hit stop.
What? I shouldn't hit stop. I'm not going to do it though. Someone needs to do an outro.
There's 23 people watching.
guys.
They want to see you get your glasses.
26. It keeps going up.
26.
So, out of the 26 viewers that we have in here, do we have any questions? riff
Why?
related.
No, and one of the questions can't be why haven't you ended the podcast 43 minutes ago when you
Yes.
weren't this drunk?
Yes. But if we've got any relevant fucking questions here, and I don't mean something ridiculous, if we have any relevant VR questions, fire them in, smash us just now because we're going to get the fuck off very shortly.
I look like Simon Pegg.
Hold on, I'm almost done.
You know who you look like there, Chris?
Chris Evans.
What's the dude that makes the films? He was shagging Mira Sorvino.
I don't know.
He's famous. He was shagging Mira Sorvino. He's like giving it nasty. He was giving it nasty. Oh, wait.
That's fair enough. I don't mind. That makes it look. That makes it look.
Dude, we're roasting Chris right now, are we not?
Yeah, man. But you look like the dude. He was a bit of a Mongol, but yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. I actually want that as my banner now.
Oh, fucking hell. What's the fucking dude's name? He's like a big movie producer.
I love that.
J.J. Abrams?
No. He's like a spaghetti English.
Oh, no,
dude.
you're talking about...
I like having
no, he's talking about-
the text spelled wrong too.
What's the dude's
Please
name,
post
man?
this to Reddit, this picture.
You are such a fucker. Do not post that to Reddit. They all
Yeah,
hate
man.
me over there anyway.
Mama on Reddit. Caleb, he's
Seriously,
being
I will murder you all in your sleep.
being fucking bashful. They love him on.
They hate me.
Yeah, everyone in
He's
the
just
community
being
loves
bashful.
They got a real problem with people that don't know what they're talking about.
That's
And
the
for some
internet,
reason,
though.
that's me.
That's just part of it. I mean,
Yeah, that's just part of it. That's part of the reason. I
Yeah,
don't like
Chris, go and fucking slap the off-air button to have a chat. Because I'm sick of speaking
that's
to
what
these
Zara's
fucking
getting ready to get screen
motherfuckers.
capped.
I'm
almost
sick
right.
of speaking to these motherfuckers.
They'll never come back if you talk like about our beloved subscriber base.
Yeah, they could take it. They're not fucking women.
Some of them might be.
None of our viewers just now are women. They can
I'm
take it. They're grown men.
I'm a fanboy. You're such a
So awesome.
The only thing it's missing at this moment would be, of course, a border. So I'm gonna get the border put on, and then
I'm so tired. I'm
We done?
beginning to hallucinate.
Oh, look at you right there. That is just a fucking guy. Wow.
I like how quickly you deleted the white around Oculus. Removed the white color from it so
Oh, yeah.
quick. I was like, wait, what's that shortcut? I've needed to do that several times.
It was I blended it in over here. There's layers you can blend it, right? So I used one of these little blending modes over there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. Last thing I said. Okay,
We're all learning. We're all learning.
We're gonna, and this is I'm using Chrome effects right now. These are Chrome filters.
Beautiful.
Frames here. This is how I usually add my frames. You can add all kinds of cool frames
What are
here.
seriously, what are you using here? What's this?
I'm using Chrome features through Photoshop, right? And then this is how I make my frame. So I'm gonna cut off that frame right there, make it like that. All right, boom.
That's cool, man.
Woody Allen. Woody
Yeah.
Allen.
Allen.
That's the man that was fucking Mira Sorvino.
Save as.
But yeah, the little cutting face and shit. Yeah, the Woody Allen.
I'll have that as my channel photo. Thanks,
Oh my
thanks
god.
for this. Yes, I'll do that. That's my new channel logo. Thank you. For that.
Welcome
Yeah, you make that your banner.
welcome to Woody Allen VR.
Hmm. Or at least let me make it my banner. That's
I should
awesome.
trust him. I feel like I should trust him because he's so smart.
Caleb, bring up a
Oh, I
picture
gotta
of Woody
go.
Allen.
Guys, if I don't go to bed now, I'm dead, man. So
Okay. I want to
Chris,
say
you're the man.
I want to say goodbye to you, Chris, and I
We
want to.
love you. I love you. I'm
I
not
love you
afraid to
guys.
say it, man. I love you.
There you
oh,
go.
yeah, there you go.
I love all you guys.
Uncanny.
though.
Oh my God.
Uncanny.
Wait. Trust me. I'll kill you. That's what Woody Allen says. Trust me, guys. Okay, all right.
Well, yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
I am gonna make sure I can see my face. before
Fuck you, get that off.
How do I show my face? Wait, where is this?
Stop sharing.
Where do I?
I
Where's
don't
the
know.
honest thing? Wait, I see. Hey, here we go. There.
Oh,
In my back.
oh.
There he is.
Okay, cool.
Night,
All right.
guys.
Bye, Chris.
Night,
It's good
everybody.
being around on the podcast, guys. Sorry it got so long.
Thanks for
Caleb.
sticking around.
Caleb and Billy, hang about for a second. I need a
We're
word.
not sticking for the principal's office.
Gamard, you're
All
the
right.
man.
No, I need a word.
We love you. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Out.
Chris.